What's up, everybody? I'm actually early. I'm fucking early for once. There you go. Happy Christmas, everybody. This is the last Anfield agenda, the last late night agenda. I won't say of 2018 because that simply isn't true, but it's the last one before Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to this one. All day I've been in a great mood. I've been looking forward to come on, chat with you guys, talk about the Reds, talk about Christmas, because I love Christmas as well, particularly when you've got kids. Christmas is an amazing time of year. I can see there's people in the chat already. I hope you're all in the festive spirit. I hope you're all ready for a bit of fun. How are you, sir? First comment of the day, Pickford. There you go. And if that doesn't make you smile, what will? Thankfully, Jordan Pickford isn't a goalkeeper that's going to make mistakes like Alisson. Oh, I wish he should have just shut the fuck up, shouldn't he? He really should have. How are we? Merry Christmas to every single one of you. I am sitting here, I'm not even going to lie. I have an Adidas t-shirt on, but I'm in my pyjama bottoms because it's fucking Christmas. This is what you do. You lounge around the house like a slob, stuffing your face with mince pies, and come on to chat to some amazing people. I hope you're all really well. Good evening. Good evening to all of you. Lots and lots of people in the chat already. How are you? I'm sad because I'm a City fan. I wish I had sympathy, mate. I wish. But you guys have seen enough titles and stuff over the past few years. Surely you wouldn't begrudge us our Reds and our title. How are we? Woolwich is in. Far Isle is in. Liam is in. Luke Skywalker is in. Lots of people in. Brian and Missy, the Bulldog Bullies, how are you? Stephen, Louise, great to have you guys in. And of course, Subi as well, how are you? I hope you're. It's all true about Nike. Don't say that to me, Liam. Come on, mate. I'm coming on here in the festive spirit, and you're just gonna go full on Christmas Grinch on me. I don't know if it is true about Nike. I have absolutely no idea, Liam. I've seen lots of rumours about lots of people saying it, but as of yet, I've heard nothing from the club. What I believe, what I've read, is that there's still another year left on the New Balance deal. But look, we'll have to wait and see, pal. Merry Redmas, and same to you, Gabriel, mate. How are we? Gary Laws, who's top of the league? We're top of the motherfucking league, baby. With the red guys, we're top of the league. 4 points clear, don't you know? Your child is so cute, Craig. Thank you, Alex. That's my youngest child. I have a 14-year-old daughter called Circuit as well, and she's just as cute. Trust me, but in a more demanding financial scenario kind of way. What have we got here? So, sorry to Manchester City. Don't apologise. It's nice to see that you're being nice. Nullik Shunner to you as well. Ella, Nullik Shunner to you. What else have we got? That's Happy Christmas, by the way, for anyone who's not Irish in the chat that doesn't know what the hell we're talking about there. And I have to say, Ella, that's about as far as my Irish goes. My Irish is shocking, buddy. Absolutely shocking. Happy top of the league Christmas to everybody, said Tommy Wammy. Far Isle, my good old friend, how are you, sir? I mean, City fans root for us to get the Magic 21 so that United will have zero claims on history. I don't think they will, but we can but hope, mate. We can but hope. How are all the wonderful Reds, said Claire. I'm so happy that all the regulars are in. I was wondering who was going to be around tonight, who was going to be able to come on. I said I'd come on a little bit early because I wanted to try and catch people that might have to go to bed or have a few things to do. So look, how are we? I hope you're all keeping well. I've got a few things to get through on the stream as well. I've actually done some notes. Sometimes I pretend like I do some work for these things and scribble down a few notes. Let's see who else is in the chat first as well. We've kept more clean sheets this season so far than in the 2013-14 season. That doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest, because as good as we were going forward in that season, we weren't the greatest in defence. And that's probably what cost us in the long run. Hello, mate. I'm watching from Kazakhstan. Wow. Welcome. Welcome. Is it Jail? If I mispronounce your name, I'm very sorry, sir, but welcome. Great to have you with us. And Merry Christmas to you, pal. Hello, Reds. Our good friend is in from Egypt as well. How are you, sir? FA Cup, Craig, would you consider that a win? Nope. Nope. It's only a win if we win the Premier League this year, pal, for me. Anything else is just a kick in the nuts at this point. I want this Premier League title so badly. Santa's a Red, said Darren. You know he is, pal. You know he is. I'm very well, thank you, mate. Lots of people coming in. I'm so happy to see you all. Any plans for Christmas? Anybody travelling? Anybody got anything nice before we get stuck into the football stuff? I'm going up to the in-laws for mine, so thankfully I don't have to cook this Christmas Day, which is lovely because I do all the cooking in our house. So yeah, great to have dinner handed up to me. And then Boxing Day, of course, is all about the Reds. I'll be back on live streaming for a watch along for the Liverpool Newcastle game. So if you can join us for that one, that'll be great as well. 3 p.m. kickoff UK time for that one, so I should be on about 2:30 there or thereabouts. Santa knows his red men shit. There you go, Claire. Hello, Brian, watching from the US. How are you, like? Is it like? I think it's like. I hope it's like, because it's a fucking cracking name if it is. How are you, sir? Great to have you with us. I'm going to have a brilliant Christmas, said Willow. Good, mate. I'm glad to hear it. And Will, how are you, sir? I am very, very good. I would love to go through and actually reply to every single person, but I'm struggling to keep up. What else have we got? Martin Reed's there. The family will have a lovely Christmas, buddy, and the same to you. Pickford concedes 6 in one game. Allison concedes 7 in 18. I mean, there you go. Story told. And also, hey, Connor's in as well. The White Malteser. Fuck you. Fuck you, Picasso. Fuck you. I have to say, I'm so proud of that thumbnail that Connor made for tonight. I said to him before we came on, it's a thing of beauty. It is absolutely magnificent. So thank you for that one, Connor, for saving one of the best ones for last. Everton sucks. Liverpool for the win. Merry Christmas to you, sir. So many people. I'm so happy that you guys could all come on tonight. Yeah, it's kind of an emotional one for me. It's been a bit of an hour run for us, hasn't it, on here? We've gone through it together. There's not been many downs. There's been a lot of ups. I want to have a little chat by just talking about what's happened. So obviously we know the Ev got their asses handed to them today. 6-2 at home to Spurs. We don't really want Spurs to be doing well, but it is always good to see the Ev get a kicking and the stadium start to empty out around half time. Also Manchester City, as we know, were beaten by Hodgson FC 3-2 at home yesterday. So that gave us a 4-point cushion at the top of the table. Why wouldn't you be happy at this time of the year? I mean, Santa has come early. I don't care if he leaves me a bag of soot or a bag of coal, as long as the Reds are top of the league. There is no absolute fucking way in hell that I'm dabbing, mate. No way in hell am I going to dab. My son literally did it, though. Before I came upstairs, he's gone around flossing and dabbing like a mad thing downstairs. What else have we got? How long have you been a Liverpool fan? Well, I'm 37 now, so 31 years. 31 years or so. Spider on my shoulder. If there is, I'll eat it. There you go. If there's a spider on my shoulder, Connor, he would want to be quick because you'll get eaten. 108 watts and only 11 likes. Relax, pal. We're only just on. It's all good. Best defence in Europe we got. Can we put Milner right back? On that one, Blue, on that. I have taken the time to do up somewhat of a guess of the team for the game against Newcastle. And before we go any further, look, there's 108 watching, or there was a moment ago. If you're watching and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. As you can see, our wonderful little channel here is edging towards 6,500 subscribers, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We'd set the target at the start of the season at 5,000. We're not even at Christmas yet. And here we are heading towards 6,500. So look, if you're watching, please do hit the subscribe button. And of course, drop a like on the stream. Eganito, I seen your message, mate. Thank you. How are you? God, so many lovely messages. Fuck them all, Craig. Up the motherfucking Reds, said Stephen Richards. 6,000 subs in about 8 months. It's been nuts, Luke. We look back. We started this channel. We started actually posting up videos and doing live streams in around March time. So from March to now to get to where we are, I'm so happy. It's been an absolute pleasure on here. I've been since 2005. Well, what a year to start supporting the Reds. I mean, how wouldn't you be? If that final didn't make you start supporting the team or loving the game, then nothing would. Let's get the subs to 6,400. I've just finished work for Christmas, said Liam. That is absolutely class, mate. I hope you've got a wonderful Christmas ahead of you. 3 years and Everton can be champions now. Relax, Gareth. Relax now, pal. It was Champions League a few weeks ago, and now we're pushing it back 3 years. You must be devastated, pal, about that performance tonight. It's just, Everton are better than that they showed in that game. With all due respect, they are better than they showed tonight. And to go 1-0 up as well, it must have been an absolute, with all due respect, I don't mean this in a snide way, it must have been some kick in the nuts, pal. It's my birthday tomorrow, said Callum Ross. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Christmas Eve, I'd love to know, do people try and do that shit where they just give you one present and say, now there you go, Callum, pal, that's your Christmas present and your birthday present, and deep inside you're going, fuck you, Auntie, fuck you, thank you, but fuck you, because I know I would be, I'm not going to lie, I would be. My brother-in-law has his birthday on the 8th of December, and some people have tried to pull that shit on him as well, and it's the 8th of December, nah, that doesn't wash. Merry Christmas, Subi. Who else have we got? Right, on the Newcastle game, we might as well get stuck into it. On the Newcastle game, as I said, I've done out a bit of what I could have a guess at the team, and it's really tough to say because we know we've got a massive game against Arsenal coming up after that as well, and of course a massive game against Manchester City. So I've tried to take a guess at what I think Jurgen Klopp might go with for the game against Newcastle. And here's what I've come up with, and please, I'd love to know your opinions. I'd love to know what you'd change, who you'd put in. So obviously I've stuck with Alisson in goal, and I know Trent Alexander-Arnold is probably going to be available for this game, but I still wouldn't start him. I would rest him, maybe bring him on for a run in the last 20 minutes just to get his legs a bit of a stretch. So I'd go Kleiny at right back, Van Dijk and Lovren in centre back, James Milner at left back, because I feel we have to give Robbo a rest at some point. And he won't get a rest against Arsenal, he won't get a rest against Manchester City, possibly get a rest in January against Wolves away in the Cup, but That's a long way away. So I'd rest him as well. So I play Milner at left back. Midfield trio for me, I'd go for Fabinho, Jordan Henderson and Gini Wijnaldum. And then up front is where I'd make most of my changes. I play Sheridan Shaqiri, Daniel Sturridge and Mo Salah, giving Mane and Firmino a rest. That's my team. That's my guess at it. Love to know your thoughts. October, how are you? Great to have you in with us. Where are you on your travels at the minute, October? I know you're in Boston for a little bit and then you're on your way to London to go to Liverpool then eventually. So I'd love to know where you are at this moment in time. Some more messages. Connor said Gini, Fabinho and Shaqiri in midfield. I've got two of them three, buddy. I've put Shaqiri a little bit further up in my team. Stephen Taggart is in. How are you, sir? What have we got here? Who's this? Oh, Charlie. How are you, sir? Merry Christmas. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Merry Christmas. Hope you and your family have a good Christmas. Up the motherfucking Reds. Charlie, that's really kind of you, mate, but you don't need to be doing that, buddy. I don't ever want anybody to do super chats or anything that they aren't financially in a position to do. I don't want anybody stretching themselves. Not that I'm saying you are, Charlie, mate. Jesus, I'm not saying that. You know, just money has never been our focus here on the channel, but I appreciate it, buddy, and I hope you and your family have a wonderful Christmas as well. And indeed, up the motherfucking Reds. Christopher McVicker, jingle bells, jingle all the way. That's what happens when a T-Rex is in goal. There you go. He defo has a stepladder for the Christmas tree. Right, let's get back to some comments to see how everyone's feeling about the team. So Connor's giving us his. Eric Warry said good evening to everybody and Merry Christmas. Liverpool 6, Newcastle 0, said Can. I would love that, pal. So Everton Sucks has gone with Alisson Moreno, Virgil van Dijk, Degsy Lovren, Nathaniel Klein, Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, Milner, Shaqiri, Salah and Origi. Do you know, it's completely plausible, buddy. That team is completely possible. And again, I would believe that team will be good enough to go and win. And I don't like disrespecting Newcastle, and I don't mean to come across dismissive of Newcastle, because I really, really like Newcastle as a club. Obviously, I love their manager. I love their fan base as well. I love how passionate and loyal they are to their club. So if ever during this conversation a Newcastle fan pops in, don't think we're having a pop. Because most of us, any Reds I know, absolutely love Newcastle and their fans. Well done, Charlie, said Liam. Absolutely. Thank you very much for that, pal. It's been a really good Christmas period for the Anfield Agenda so far. We're flying, absolutely flying. And I'm so proud of it. As Connor is as well, I'm sure. October said, I'm in Boston now, Craig, waiting to board to Dublin. You're coming to Dublin? You managed to swap the flight around. My goodness. Send me a picture in Dublin Airport. Send me a picture and just say hello. Tag me in it or something on Twitter, mate. I wish you could stay in Dublin a little bit longer. Someday we'll all meet up and say hello. Then London. Aer Lingus is changing my flight to leave from Manchester to ease my travelling pain. That's brilliant. That must make the journey back for you so much easier, pal. Enjoy the game against Newcastle. Cannot wait to hear from you when you come back and have safe travels over. We could use Moreno as a winger. He has the skills needed to play there and give the front three a rest. Definitely could. He more than likely is well capable of playing as a winger. As long as he doesn't have to fucking defend, then he's probably sound. Liverpool should win the Premier League, but if Liverpool draw against Newcastle and lose against Manchester City, they might not. We won't, Laura. Don't worry about it. Whatever happens against Manchester City, we're not going to lose at home or draw at home against Newcastle. We're going to fucking win because we're going to win the league. I'm saying it now. I'm going balls out. I'm saying it. We're going to win the fucking league. You can tag me in this and I'm sure I will get absolutely destroyed if Liverpool don't go on to do it, but I fully believe in this team. It's Christmas time. If I don't believe in Christmas miracles now, I'm never going to. So here we go. I'm saying it for the first time. I believe Liverpool are going to go on and win the Premier League this year. I think that's the first time I've said that. I think it's the first time I've said it and I'm going to stick with it. And if it comes back to bite me in the ass, I will take it on the chin because it will have been worth every second of it because I'm loving where we are at the minute. The Blues started fine and dandy. Not even sure what happened, said Claire. I don't know. It was a fucking crazy game. Absolute crazy. Every time I looked up, the score was changing. Liverpool fan from Netherlands said, Time Crisis, how are you, sir? Time Crisis is one of my favourite games of all time, by the way. I don't know if that's what your name is after, but it's one of the few video games I used to always play in the arcades. And Time Crisis 2 was quite good as well. Safe travels to October. And Charlie said, no problem, mate. I'm working all over Christmas, so you're keeping me sane at night. Well, I hope things are going well for you, Charlie. We haven't spoken in a while, pal. But I hope all is good. Chamberlain, I'm not sure when he'll be back, Jail. I'd say we're probably best to almost write the season off for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and expect him to come back. Maybe get a few minutes, maybe get a few games before the season's out, but I wouldn't be looking to put too much pressure on him. It's a big injury to come back from. I'd rather have him fit, ready to go, and 100% for next season. Is Moreno injured, or are you playing Milner ahead of Moreno? Ahead of him, always ahead of him. Mark for me, buddy. I just don't trust Alberto Moreno at left back. I have no problem pushing him a bit further forward, as others have suggested, but I'd either like to go with a back three or just play James Milner at left back, because I just don't trust Moreno. He always has a moment of switching off in him, and I want to be ultra cautious at this time. I wouldn't put Shaqiri in midfield, front left. That's exactly where I have him in my team, pal. I've got midfield, I've got Milner, or I've got Fabinho, Henderson, and Gini Wijnaldum, and then I've got Shaqiri up top with Sturridge and Salah. So same as you, pal. I don't have him in the middle. Merry Christmas, Tom Jones, which is a really strange thing to say. I never thought I'd be on here going, Merry Christmas, Tom Jones. How are you? Connor said it's almost 6 o'clock. I've no fucking idea. But are you smoking something, Connor? Have you taken something? Do I need to call somebody? I know you've been lashing the wine and Pringles and mince pies over the past couple of days, buddy, so I don't know where you're at. You made that brilliant thumbnail though, so we'll let it pass. Right, who the hell am I missing here? Right, some more comments. Thoughts on the Spurs game? I thought they were impressive. I thought Spurs were very impressive, very clinical. A beautiful goal from Christian Eriksen as well. Not quite up there with Andros Townsend's from yesterday, but a really good goal. And yeah, they were clinical. They did what they had to do. And Everton, if I was an Everton fan, I'd be pretty damn pissed off right now. But thankfully, I've been blessed enough to not be an Everton fan. So, unlike our friend Gareth said, it's now 3 a horse race. I think Spurs might peep Liverpool and City. We'll end up in third. There's no fucking way. There is no way, Gareth, that Spurs are pipping us to jack shit, pal. It's just not happening. Whatever about Manchester City, there's no way Spurs are going to pip us to the title. It's just not going to happen. Whatever about people calling Liverpool bottlers, Spurs are the perennial bottlers. There is no way that they're going to win the Premier League title. It's just not happening. No way, no chance, no how. Them not making signings will come back to bite them in the ass eventually. They're 1 or 2 injuries away from being completely fucked over. Son has been amazing since he's come back though from the Asian Games, and Harry Kane looks like he's coming into form, so I think they'll finish third, but I can't see them making a real dent in the title race between Liverpool and City. Man United are shitting, they're shit thinking they're hard beating Cardiff, still 22 points behind us. Are they not 19 now? 19, 22, they're not our business at this moment in time, which is great. Harry Kane has claimed all 8 goals today, and they'll probably get them as well, Stephen. They probably give it to him. It's Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid. We're top of the league. Damn right, Luke Skywalker. Damn right. When do we play Newcastle? 26th, mate. Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day, or the 26th, whatever day you want to call it. 3 p.m. kickoff UK time. Peter McPeatface, how are you, sir? How many points do you think we'll get from our next 3 games? 7. I think we'll get 7, Peter. I think we will beat Newcastle. I think we'll beat Arsenal, and I think we will draw at the Etihad. Yeah, so that's me anyway. I'd love to know what you guys think. Good question there from Peter. What do you think we're going to get in the next 3 games? Massive 9 points to play for. Obviously Newcastle at home, Arsenal at home, and Manchester City away. Pickford, is too big-headed like Joe Hart. He's getting found out now. Absolutely. He is the keeper in the Premier League this season with the most errors, I believe, that have led to goals, according to a stat I read earlier on. So, shut your fucking mouth, Pickford. Ox is back in April. He's getting a game at least. He will get a few games, yeah. He'll get a few games, but I don't think we should expect much from him. When I was saying I think we should write the season off, I meant from a point of view that he might come back, he might pick up a little niggly injury, a few other bits and pieces as well. What have we got? Hey Craig, I saw the video with you and Lucas, or with Lucas. He looks like you. He does a little bit. He has his mother's red hair, but he does look like me a bit, I hope. Will said, sorry I can't stay too long, wishing everybody a happy and peaceful Christmas period. Enjoy your time with family and friends, and enjoy the break, Craig. You deserve it. Thank you very much. It's going to be a very strange couple of days. I can't do anything tomorrow. Obviously it's Christmas Eve. I have Santa duties and stuff, so won't be on here tomorrow, won't be on here on Christmas Day obviously, but I will be back for a watch along of the Newcastle game on Boxing Day, or St. Stephen's Day. Calling it Boxing Day just feels weird to me as an Irishman because it's called Stephen's Day over here, or St. Stephen's Day, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Ba-ba-bam. Sorry, Craig, I'm late. No problem, Tom, mate. Great to have you in, and thank you for taking the time to come on and join us tonight. I want to read the rest of your comment, but I've lost it, so bear with me, buddy. I'm gonna try and find it again. I'm fucking useless. I am absolutely useless when it comes. There we go. Sorry I'm late, Craig. My mouse is working today. I don't know what. I was having a stroke yesterday, but today it's all tickety boo. I hope the Holden family have a wonderful Christmas and a safe New Year. I'm gonna be off. I'm watching the darts at the same time. Who's winning the Anderson game? It was 3-1 down before I came upstairs, Tom. But I didn't get to see how it finished. I'd love to know how that one's going. If you win the next 3 games, we're going all the way. And I agree. I absolutely agree with that. If we go on and win these next 3 games, then that's it as far as I'm concerned. I think you can start carving our name into that trophy because, yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. I hope we get through this Christmas period injury free at least. I've got a sneaky feeling second half of the season it's going to be a 3-way fight with us, City and Spurs. I fully don't believe that at all, Stephen. I think Spurs are going to drop a couple of points. They'll have a gap over the 4th place team all season, but I think ultimately they'll fall away by about 6 or 7 points. But look, they're a very good side with an excellent manager, and I don't mean to be really dismissive of them, but what I will say about their fans is that they can go and absolutely fuck themselves with their disgusting fucking singing again today. How dare they go to the city of Liverpool, and it wasn't even Liverpool today, they were playing Everton, and start singing Sign On and Feed the Scousers. Fuck off. I mean, when you're talking about a city like Liverpool, a city that does so much for the community there, people that give their time to food banks, people that give whatever little they have to other people, spend their time helping out. I have not met a nicer, more giving community than Liverpool people. So for Londoners or whoever the fuck to go up there and sing Feed the Scousers, fuck right off. Seriously, just fuck off. At this time of the year, to have that attitude to go up to somebody's city and start singing about their economic circumstances in a time of year where you should be celebrating, it should be all about love, it should be about giving the little bit that you have, to go up there and sing that song. This from the same bunch of fucking pricks that threw a banana at Aubameyang as well. I mean, I'm fucking sick of this shit in football, honest to God. It's ridiculous. How can you sing those type of songs? You're not a football fan, you're a fucking Neanderthal if you're going to games and singing that shit. Kids are picking up on that. Fucking absolute scum. I wish they just fuck out the whole away section. As soon as that started, they should have just opened the doors and boot them cunts out of the stadium because it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. At a time where, I don't want to talk about politics in England because it's not my place, but at a time where people are struggling all around the country, and the same over here, and I'm sure the same in many other parts of Europe as well. At a time of goodwill, loving and peace to all men and all that, they're going up there and they're singing about fucking economic circumstances, Feed the Scousers, Sign On, all that bollocks. Honestly, it's fucking sickening, it's disgusting, and there's no place for it. As I said, Liverpool, a community that give, both Everton and Liverpool, both sets of fans, amazing. The amount of stuff they do for food banks and stuff in the city of Liverpool, the amount of stuff that they give and time that they give to people. Both sets of fans, Liverpool and Everton, should be tremendously proud of themselves. And I know that other fans do it around the country as well, but I can only speak about what I know about, which is obviously Liverpool and Everton fans. And they're both, football rivalries are one thing, but as a city, as a fucking city, you will go a long, long way to beat the Scousers. They're an amazing group of people. Yeah, sorry I went on a bit of a rant, but I was screaming at the television when I was hearing this shit again. According to Chris Sutton, Virgil is the best player in the world. It's very rarely, Gareth, that I would agree with Mr. Sutton, but he's not far off it. He's pretty damn good at this moment in time. Can't wait till the Geordie match. My mate supports Newcastle, said Shane. A lot of time for the Geordies, mate. A lot of time for them. I hope we beat them, obviously, but I hope Rafa keeps them up, and I think he will because he's one hell of a manager. Craig, I think you're an amazing YouTuber and an amazing person. You're my favourite YouTuber right now, up the motherfucking Reds. To be called a YouTuber still sounds really, really strange to me because I'm so dense and silly and naive when it comes to this stuff. I know so little about YouTube as a medium, but thank you. I mean, thank you. Just to have you on here chatting with us means the world to me, so thank you. Reds must always put our strongest team against whoever, which is true. You can't, well, not always our strongest because you have to rotate, but we can't take anyone for granted. Merry Christmas to you too, mighty lad. Everton is shit, Andre. Spot on. It's 4:40 p.m. It's 4:40 p.m. here. Whereas you all said Claire. Obviously, I'm in Wexford in Ireland, where it is now 10 to 10. Pickford blunder again. Yup. No way is this a 3-horse race, said Liverpool legends. October said there's another Irish lady there who looks like my great grandma, and she told her son to fuck off and get a coffee, so she might be my great grandma. That sounds like an Irish mother, to be fair, and taking no shit. Tom Jones said I've succumbed to the Pringles. As you do, mate, as you do. It's Christmas, get stuck in. Don't be shy about it. Glory, glory, Man United, said Toady48. Look, pal, whatever. You enjoy yourself, enjoy the festive season, enjoy whatever's going to happen for the rest of the year, pal. I appreciate you dropping in. I don't know if you just drop in to basically say fuck you to us, but you know what? It's Christmas time, pal, so welcome. My dad is pissed off as he's an Everton fan, and I'm happy because we're top of the league. Yeah, Jay, look, Merry Christmas to you and your family and your dad, but obviously we're top of the league. As you've said, maybe we'll just whisper that so your dad doesn't get too angry, but top of the league, top of the league, top of the league. It's fucking beautiful. Beautiful. What's your score prediction for the City-Liverpool game? God, do you know what? I've been wrong about these before. I thought the last one was going to be a really open end-to-end game with goals galore. So I'm a bit iffy to predict this one. 1-1. I'll go with 1-1. I'll be a bit more. I'll hold back a little bit. I'll go with 1-1. But what's your score? Love to know your predictions as well. And of course, predictions for the Newcastle game, guys. What's your score prediction for the City game? Just done that. What about Adam Lallana? I wouldn't play him personally. I've got to be honest. I don't really see much of a future for Adam Lallana at Liverpool, but that's just my humble opinion. I would play him in the cup games. I would bring him on maybe for the last 20 minutes here or there, but other than that, I don't think he's going to get much of a run out the starting 11. But I could be completely wrong, Joanne. I've been wrong many times before. Son will also be missing a lot of games in January for Spurs. Is there something else on? Is there another competition or something on, Mark, that he has to disappear to? Spurs aren't title contenders, said Andre. Son has to leave Spurs in January to do something with Korea, so they're going to miss him for a month, which will definitely affect him. Definitely. Because he's been one hell of a player for them, even though he was away for the Asian Games or the Asian Cup of Nations or whatever that tournament was called. Pulisic, mate, I will get on to him a little bit later on. I have a little bit on Christian Pulisic to go through later on, so I'll hang on for a little bit if that's okay. Free triggers. I'm dreaming of a red Christmas, said Luke. 9 points, Craig. 9 points would be very nice indeed, Stephen. I think we'll get 7 or 9, said Liverpool legend. Lars, how are you? Sorry, Skipper Dog is in as well. Do you reckon we might splash the cash in January to help us get to the league? Excuse me, that mince pie is coming back now to attack me. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't think we're going to spend any money to bring anybody in January. I think we'll probably work on a deal for the summer, maybe even announce a deal for the summer, but I don't think we'll bring anybody in January unless somebody goes out. But Klopp has said, I think he's been on the record as saying that he's not going to bring anybody in, but you know, sometimes opportunities present themselves and things just happen. Particularly for Spurs. I mean, they're fucking... Daniel Levy is the master at just picking up players the last second. Craig, you should be sponsored by tomato ketchup. I really should, to be fair. Ketchup, baked beans, or what else? Diet chav, obviously. Stop swearing. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. If you don't want someone to swear on this stream, you're on the wrong stream, pal. Usually I would, go off on a rant at you, but it's Christmas, so I'm trying to be nice. But just a little word of advice: don't ever come onto our stream and tell us what to do, asshole, because you're in our chat. Don't forget that. Why is it called Boxing Day? I haven't got a clue. Is it the day that they originally opened their gifts? I don't know. I'm not English, so I haven't got a clue. Liverpool is a great city, said Gary Richards. I'm from London. I apologise, I don't represent all of us. Oh, Adrian, mate, I absolutely get you. Nobody, no subsection of anybody can represent an entire town or city of people, mate. So look, no offence intended towards you, buddy. I absolutely know. And it wasn't even all of the Spurs fans, it was only a small subsection of those. But at the same time, it's sickening. But don't ever feel you have to apologise, Adrian, mate. You just be you, pal. And by the sounds of it, you sound like a kick-ass fella. So, happy Christmas to you. I don't mind North London isn't exactly the best place in the world, said Skipper Dog. Can I have a shout out? He tells me to shut the fuck up, Kirsten, and then asks for a shout out. I don't know, man. I don't. Honestly, you're boring me now with the stop swearing thing. Chelsea as well as Liverpool are interested in attacking midfield and Nabil Fekir for the January transfer window, said Ferno. I don't know, I think that's lazy journalism. Chelsea, yes. Bayern Munich, yes. But for Liverpool, I don't know. I've heard nothing from our side and nothing from any journals or any little bits and pieces that make me think we're going to go back in from. But, you know, same happened with Virgil van Dijk, and he was standing there then on the 30th of December in a Liverpool shirt beside his Christmas tree, so I could well be wrong on this one. Nothing would make me happier than to be wrong on this and to have Nabil Fekir coming in January. That would do the finest. What's up, guys? Mr. V8 is in the house. How are you, sir? Merry Christmas to you. Adrian Hall said, I'd love to one day go to a Liverpool game. Been a dream since I was 14 and I'm turning 30 soon. It's, do you know what, mate? If you're in London, or did you say you're from London? Excuse me, I don't know if you're still in London, but you'll get there. You will get there, pal. It's really hard at this moment in time to get tickets, as I'm sure you found out. I haven't got over this season yet because I haven't been able to get a ticket to a game. When I say a ticket, I really need 2 tickets because it would have to be myself and Connor to go over, because I wouldn't go without him. So, yeah, so I get where you're coming from. It's tough. Merry Christmas, Jack Bilton. Merry Christmas to you as well, mate. What else have we got? Craig, you should be sponsored with tomato ketchup. PZ is watching. I don't know what PZ is, but if they're watching, don't want to be disrespectful, but your voice always sends Teddy to sleep. Good. And do you know what, mate? He's probably not the only one. He's probably not the only one. And if it sends Teddy to sleep, I hope it works. And I hope you guys get a good night's rest. And I hope your family have a wonderful Christmas, Matt. I know we've been speaking a little bit on social media back and forth, pal, but I'm glad to hear that yourself, Teddy, and the family are on the right track now, and things are getting put in place for you, and you're starting to get a structure and a support environment around you guys. So lots of love, buddy. Lots of love to you, Teddy, and the family for Christmas. And go to sleep, Teddy. Shh, go to sleep. Go a sleepy little Teddy. Go a sleepy little boy. See, nobody wants to hear my singing. Absolutely nobody. I love Pringles, said Gary Richards. What flavour? You can't just go that broad, Gary. What flavour Pringles are we talking? I'm a sour cream man. I'll also go a little bit of cheese and onion as well. I've been known to dip into the prawn cocktail Pringles occasionally, but I'd love to know what colour Pringles are we around the world? Because I know in America, I can't say colour because the colours are a little bit different compared to the flavour. So what is your flavour Pringles? If you're on Christmas time, you're going to get a box or a tub. What Pringles do you like? Go cool, how are you, sir? Merry Christmas to you. Jordan said, I'm knee deep in mince pies myself. Merry Christmas, Craig. Good man. Good man. Go balls deep, Jordan. Go balls deep, pal. Go all the way in. Sam is in as well. Sam, how are you? Just got on, he said. We're top of the tree. Merry Christmas to you as well, Sam. Ask Connor for the prediction for the City game. Connor, if you're watching, mate, post in the chat. Everybody wants your prediction because they're going to lump money on it, because you've got the last couple right. I like Spurs because of Glenn Hoddle, class player. He was a little bit ahead of my time, Glenn Hoddle, and right a little bit. I'm nearly at that age. What else have we got? Just watch a 10-minute ad. Fuck off. There's no way they're putting 10-minute ads up. I'm not having it. There's no way. That has to be nonsense. Anybody else ever get a 10-minute ad? And I'm not having a go at you, Luke. I just find that baffling that YouTube would have the cheek to slap up a 10-minute ad. Are you sure you didn't just watch another video by accident? Craig, I don't celebrate Christmas as I'm a Muslim, but I still give to people in my street presents that do and celebrate it, and when it's Eid they do the same. Mate, look, Subi, I've had the pleasure of getting to know a few Muslims over the last couple of years, and in my life I haven't came across many of them aware of, but any that I have been absolutely fucking wonderful people. Excuse my language, I shouldn't be cursing when I speak about your religion, mate, but wonderful people, very giving, as you've said, very peaceful, very loving, and nothing but good things to say. So I'm glad to see it works both ways though, Subi. I'm glad to see that when it is Eid, and I know it's late, but Eid Mubarak to you as well when that comes around. I hope that they reciprocate as you said, so it's beautiful, mate. I'm glad to hear it. Sam said, Lallana quality past injuries have ruined him for this season. Salt and vinegar Pringles, said Stephen. You're the same as my son Lucas. He absolutely loves the salt and vinegar ones. Loads of people on the Pringles, good stuff. Right, let me just get back through. Boxing Day is called it because when people boxed gifts up and gave it to the lonely people and other people, that's why. And I think Manchester City will be a loss next season and Spurs will win. Do you mean Spurs are going to win the league, Liam? Because that ain't happening, pal. That's just not happening. What would you do if you came to the stream? What would you do if you came into the stream and Merry Christmas, Craig? I don't understand the question. What would you do? Oh, if DT, sorry. What would I do if DT came into the stream and said Merry Christmas? I'd block him straight away because he's a fucking arsehole. And I want nothing to do with that lad. And this isn't like a Mark Goldbridge thing. Goldbridge, I actually found out, was a good lad. This lad just is an arsehole. So I've no interest in DT and his fucking nonsology. So yeah, he can fuck right off. Merry Christmas, everybody, said Sam has. Merry Christmas to you, pal. Right, here we go. The real business of the day. The Pringles. Sour cream and onion for Everton Sucks. Original for Stephen Taggart. Barbecue for Claire. Sour cream for Matt. What else have we got? Sour cream for Luke. Salt and vinegar for Stephen. Barbecue for Jack. But shout out to sour cream and onion. Arthur Pringle. There you go. Good old man Arthur Guinness. Originals. Pringle for Jose. Give me a defence world class donkey Mourinho. What else have we got? Logan's had a 6-minute ad. Stephen Richards said the longest for me was a 3-minute ad. I've watched a 3-minute ad for you and Connor, said Luke Skywalker. Thank you, mate. That really does mean a lot to me because I know how frustrating it can be just sitting there looking at ads, so thank you. Excuse me. Sam said DT is a nonce. I love being able to read that out because it's not me saying it for once. People still eat Pringles. I thought they lost their market to all other chips out there. No, you gotta love Pringles. Got to love Pringles. The MSG that's in it though really does make it hard for you to stop eating them once you've started. Is it monosodium glutamate? I think that's what it's called. Right, so Claire's comparing football teams now to Pringle flavour. So Liverpool are barbecue, Manchester City are sour cream, Spurs are that cheesy one, and United are original. They're definitely original. I don't. How can anybody eat an original Pringle? They're the most boring things in the world. Sour cream, said Skipper Dog. Nice. What nickname? For which Ferno? I've lost you, mate. Barbecue as well. Bacon for Mark Williams. Nice. I've only ever seen bacon a couple of times though, Mark. I think I've tried them once. Sour cream and onion for Gary. If you like sour cream, you're an animal. Sour cream is delicious, Elliot. The best Pringles of the lot. Sometimes you get them though and there's fuck all flavour on them, and other times you get them and your tongue, it feels like they're stripping a layer of your tongue off, there's that much. Joanne Fisher likes original or prawn cocktail. This might be a little bit sexist, Joanne, so bear with me if I'm wrong, but are prawn cocktail a bit of a female thing? And I love them myself, but in our house it's only the women that really like prawn cocktail. And this woman here, this big bald woman. Chili on everything, said Rod. Oh, I can almost feel the heartburn already, pal. I can't eat chili. I'm an absolute wuss when it comes to stuff like that. And Corona. Yeah, you need the lime though. Can't have Corona without the lime. And then you push the lime wedge into the bottle. I never get ads in your stream, but if I do, I'll watch them, said Ferno. Lucky you, pal. Lucky you not to have got some. Joe Gomez is due to return in mid-January, I believe, said Gaku. What, he had a 6-week injury, so yeah, mid to late January kind of makes sense. What else have we got? Okay, now the big question, Craig. Which one? Roses, Celebrations, Quality Street or Heroes? Probably, it's a tough one, this. I'd probably, this is worse than picking which one of my kids to murder or something. This That's a weird thing to say, Craig. Apologies on that one. I know which one I'd murder straight away. Heroes, I'd say heroes. I'm a Cadbury's fan, so yeah, I'd say heroes. Sour cream and onion for Subi. Lukaku for Belgium, beast mode. Lukaku's just shite though for United. I have to make a correction. And maybe it was John Hamilton that pointed this out. Somebody pointed this out to me yesterday. On yesterday's stream, I did, of course, say that Liverpool haven't won the league since 1992, which was absolute nonsense, as I should know. It was 90 the last time we won the league. It was 92 the year the Premier League started, so apologies on that one. I have to correct myself from yesterday. Monosodium glutamate to Brian Morrissey. Pringles with moose shit. Can't say we have them over here, pal. Quality Street. I think Quality Street are the fuck you tin of sweets that are the ones that are always left. Do you ever notice that? If you go to your ma's house or your auntie's house or something and you're late and they're like, go get yourself a tub of sweets, and you go out and you're like, fucking Quality Street, fuck's sake. I fucking hate Quality Street, except the purple one. I think everybody loves the purple one. Why does Camembert smell so bad? I don't know, Ebony. My missus loves Camembert. I'm not really a cheese person. Heroes or celebrations? Heroes. Just cat. But I do like celebrations. But the thing about celebrations in my gaff is that my missus always robs the nice ones. She always goes for the Maltesers and stuff. And and I'm stuck with the shitty ones. Right, what else have we got? Do you genuinely believe you can go unbeaten this season? And if so, how many draws? No, Jack, I don't. Hand on heart. I believe we'll win the league, but I don't think we'll go unbeaten. And I don't want to put that pressure on the guys either. I don't want them to feel that pressure. For me, the most important thing is to try and win that league title. And if we can do that, then I'm over the moon. So if we go unbeaten, that is absolutely amazing, and it will make it even better. But I don't want to put that pressure on the team. What else we got? Hey, love your channel. What's this? Badiddly bo. What the fuck am I trying to read here, crap bag? Hang on. Hey, love your channel. Big fan from Bad Diddly Booing, Idaho. I can go with Idaho. I know what that is. Love Liverpool Reds and soccer ball. Mate, thank you for coming on. Really, really nice of you to say the kind words about the channel. And I hope you continue to enjoy it. No to kettle crisps, Luke. I'm with you. They are horrible. They're just over crunchy, tasteless. Yeah, no to pep. If there's any Irish people out there, or even in the UK, because you can get these in the UK, and you're a fan of crisps, and I'm an Irish person, so I almost deem myself spokesperson for crisps for the world, because we own the potato, clearly. If you love your crisp like I do, Keogh's cheese and onion are the nicest crisp in the world, in the history of the world ever. They're absolutely phenomenal, and if you can get your hands on a bag, get them, because I eat them every day. I absolutely adore them. They're like my treat to myself, because they're kind of expensive. They're about $2.80, $2.89 a bag, something like that, but they're so nice. Rod back in Myanmar now, but live in, is it Traducian? Said Eric Warry. Needs, what's this, ranitidine for the heartburn in the festive season. I take heartburn medication all year, so I don't just have to take it at Christmas. I have to take a heartburn tablet every single day. It's one of those beautiful things my mother passed down to me. The gift of heartburn. There you go. Prawn cocktail Walkers. See, yeah, I'm not a fan of Walkers, Joanne. Whenever I go over to the UK, I'm always astonished at how bad your crisp game is over there. Walkers are just, they're too greasy or oily. But if I had to have a bag, I probably would go with prawn cocktail. Right, where are we? Guys, look, if you're watching, firstly, if you're with us for the first time, and somebody mentioned when did the stream start. I came on at about 9:30. Came on a little bit early to say, fuck it, why not? It's Christmas. Sorry, them mince pies are killing me. I shouldn't have wolfed too many of them down like I did. Big savage. Anyway, if you're watching for the first time, guys, look, as you can see, we're at 6,375 subscribers, roughly, as we stand. So if you're watching and you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, please do. We're pushing towards 6.5k. We'll get there eventually. But if you're watching and you haven't yet hit the button, please do. And wherever you are in the world, let me just take a moment to say thank you for your support this year. It means the world to us, and I've probably said this every day for the past month, but I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you to each and every one of you that tune in each night, that watch ads for us, that send us super chats, that send us stuff on Patreon. I've even had people post over sweets for my kids. I don't want to call the person out and embarrass them, but they posted over sweets for my kids, which was the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. It was such a lovely gesture. Thank you for that one. I've had Christmas cards. I've had people messaging me on social media. It's been a wonderful year. And to get to know each and every one of you guys on here, the little bit that we have gotten to know each other has been a pleasure. And it's benefited my life immensely. I I struggle in the winters, as I've said before. My mental health goes really, really low. But to come on here every night, I know I've got you guys to look forward to come in and spread good tidings for this time of the year, I suppose. But to come in and chat about the Reds, have a bit of a laugh, find out a little bit about you all, where you are in the world, what you're doing this time of the year, what you think of the team, what you think of other teams, fans from opposition clubs that come in as well. Thank you to them, because this is a community on here of football fans. Mainly we're Liverpool fans, but much love to each and every one of you wherever you are out there in the world. As I said yesterday, if you're travelling home, please be safe. Take your time. If you're driving, there's no rush. If you need to take a break, pull over, have that 5 or 10 minute break, have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, but relax and enjoy yourself and spoil your loved ones, and give everybody lots of hugs and kisses this Christmas, because it's a special time. It's a special time to be together. The older I get, the more I appreciate these times, and I hope you guys do as well. So, this will be my last stream before Boxing Day. If you don't know what Boxing Day is, I mean the 26th of December. Until then, I'm going to keep going on this one. I'm going to stay on for another hour and a bit. So, if you've got time, hang around, kick back with me. We'll have a bit of a laugh. A few other bits and pieces, football related to go through. Coutinho. Let's have a little chat about Phil Coutinho. He is not settling in too well at Barca by the looks of it. The manager over there doesn't seem to fancy him too much, and there's been a few murmurings coming out of that side of the world that he ain't happy. So of course, when you see this on in the media and on social media, it goes mad. Liverpool fans go into meltdown immediately. Bring him home, bring him home. What do you think? Would you take him back? Yada yada yada. So at first I thought nothing of this, and I just thought, it's just some people being silly. But it's become more and more and more. I've seen more and more polls about it on Twitter. So I thought I'd come on and ask you guys, what do you think? Would you have Phil Coutinho back at the club? If the finances could be sorted out and everything like that pushed aside, would you be able to bury the hatchet and welcome him back to Liverpool Football Club? Personally, I'd say fuck you, Coutinho. You made your bed, lie in it. But, I'm a spiteful fucker. So I'd love to know what you guys think. So please do let me know on that one. What else have we got? The coconut ones. No, paprika. Nice one, V8. My wife likes paprika Pringles as well. Barbecue Pringles are amazing, said Alpha. Oxlade-Chamberlain will be back in January. I don't think he will, Joel. I don't think he'll be back that early at all. I think you're probably talking March. Maybe late February, March. Yellow Quality Street is my favourite. What else have we got? First comment I seen about the Coutinho situation just sums up how beautiful our fucking little group is. I'd bury the hatchet in his head, said Alfred G. There you go. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'd bury the fucking hatchet in his head. That's the type of answer I'd give somebody. Do we have a buyback option? We have a buyback option on Phil. No, we don't. Not that I'm aware of. The only thing in that deal that I think we have is that Barcelona can't come back near us until 2020 to buy a player. Or unless they pay us, is it 100 million? I think if they come back to try and buy a player, they have to pay something like 100 million as a little bonus or incentive. So I don't think we do have a buyback option. I take him on loan, if I'm completely honest, said Kieran Aaron. Karma Coutinho, said Ebony Smith. Where else have we got? Jurgen Klopp took off his mask and underneath it was the Sugar Puff Monster. Do you remember that dude? He used to be fucking everywhere. And you know what? That's a good shout though. I can imagine Klopp being the Sugar Puff Monster. He's that type of a big huggable dude, isn't he? I'm a Marmite lover, so I was confident. No, fucking Marmite, you weirdo. Let's not give the rat the time of day. Fuck him, said Alpha G. I take him on loan. Don't want Coutinho, but hope he doesn't join anybody in the Premier League, said Kigby. No. Bring him back, said Easy Liverpool 77. Time to get the mulled wine a cooking. Woohoo, gonna feel like a Christmas time though it's rainy season and warm as fuck here. You don't get sympathy, Claire, when it's warm as fuck. It's fucking freezing here. But look, I know you're many miles away from home, Claire, and it's great to have you on here with us. I feel sorry for Phil. I'd take him back. Relax now with the feeling sorry for him. He's a fucking multi millionaire that's supposed to be living out his dream move. So I'd be a bit iffy about feeling sorry for him. But look, who am I to say that? I mean, I shouldn't be saying that. So I apologise. If you feel sorry for him, that's absolutely your right to feel. Right, a few more things. Straight swap for Coutinho. Nope, not ever. Tom Flynn said, I don't want to come back. He already left us and he made his own problems. Coutinho can fuck himself, said Ben. Coutinho will end up at PSG, said Crosby Red, which is a belter of a show. Originally, they wanted him before we sold him to Barcelona. And there could be a deal there to be worked, especially if they end up moving maybe Neymar or somebody on to Real Madrid or somebody else. So yeah, that could be a good show. I'd welcome him back, but I'd never get him on his shirt, said Kieran. At least you're being honest about it. I've no issue with him leaving. I don't think he fits into the squad set up now, said John Hamilton. No way back, said Eric. Coutinho will play if Neymar goes back. I'm happy Coutinho left, said Free Trickers. What a shame about Coutinho. Coutinho can fuck off, said Mossy Wossy. I'm so glad you guys have reacted in this way. I fucking love it. Yes, I'd take him back. He's world class, said Joel. Don't want him back, said Darren Calvin. Coutinho can be a ball boy. Did you guys see the ball boy? What game was it? There was a ball boy somewhere that kept the ball in play. He thought it had gone out, but he ran onto the field and got it, and it was still in play. It hadn't gone out. Can't remember what game it was though. Your daily reminder that DT is a nonce from Alpha G. Rod said Coutinho is a typical rumour unless he misses the rain and sludge in Liverpool. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It's not going to happen. I just thought I'd chat about it. I'd take him back in a flash. He's still a good player and players make mistakes all the time. I don't think it was a mistake though, Skipper Dog. That's the thing. He was so adamant that was the move he wanted. He tried to disrupt the camp. He tried to turn other players to go, or not turn them against the manager. That's probably not correct. He tried to get other players to have a word with the gaffer for him to try and force that move through. He let his camp, shall we say, put out shit about the gaffer. He took a financial hit to join Barcelona as well, so he clearly wanted to go there. Maybe the grass isn't always greener, I don't know. Maybe he's completely happy over there and this was all complete bullshit. Coutinho can suck my you-know-what, said Ferno. I'd accept Coutinho on a free, said Claire. No thanks, said Lars. Take him back, we need him to win the title. No, we don't. We absolutely fucking don't need him to win the title. Same way we didn't need him to get to the Champions League final last year, Joel. With all due respect, pal, we don't need him to win the title. We're proving that already. Coutinho defo doesn't want to return. It's bullshit, said Andre. I'd happily have Coutinho in the squad, but never left. No way he could come back. Coutinho can come to the top. He's the final piece of the jigsaw, said Gareth. Yeah, there you go. Coutinho, Sigurdsson and Richarlison. The dream tree. And England's finest goalkeeper between the sticks as well. Jordan T-Rex Pickford. Jurassic Pickford. He burnt us so he can stay in his little mess, said Tommy. Okay, a few more comments to get through. Did you watch the darts today? I watched the Adrian Lewis game, and the other game it was 3-1 when I was coming upstairs. Who won the Anderson game? The Kyle Anderson game, I mean. I'd rather have Coutinho than Fekir, said Kieran. Interesting. Craig, watching a thing on homeless, very, very sad. It really is, mate. I don't even know what to say to that. The thoughts of people being homeless at this time of the year it's tough. It's tough to take. I don't have anywhere I can go with this that makes it anyway acceptable or right or anything I can say that will change things. So I understand that you would be sad watching it. Are you on the kangaroo beer, Rod? Said Lars. Kickby said there's no denying his class, but can't stand the way he left. City game? I don't know what you mean by city game. What's this? City. Why is there lots of people saying city? I'm lost on this one. Barca do not want Moreno. I'm sure they fucking don't. What's all the city games? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're answering me, you big fucking dope. The City game, yes, thank you. Here's me asking questions, getting the answers, and then saying, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Sorry, I get you. Thank you for that one. He's better than Keita, take him back. Joel, have you ever watched football before, pal? Because some of your things today are absolutely baffling me. One, we can't win the league without Coutinho. Two, he's better than Keita, who hasn't even settled into the league yet. Let's take him back. And there was something else earlier on. Very strange, mate. Very, very strange. Coutinho was not what I thought would happen at Barcelona. He's just another player there, but he'd be a legend at Liverpool. He was told that. He was told, fucking stay here and they'll build a statue for you. Go to Barcelona and you're just another player. I'm in a wheelchair and rather walk to Anfield, said Jamie Kelly. I'm afraid to make a joke about that, Jamie. Sorry, I'm not touching it. Somebody will pull this up in 2 years' time and tell me I'm mocking the disabled or something, so I'm not having a thing to do with that one, buddy. I'll let you make those jokes. Did you see the Chisora knockout? I did indeed, Brian. It was a beautiful left uppercut from Dillian White, and he was down on 2 of the scorecards as well, even though Chisora had 2 points docked. But then you had the other war as well between Warrington and Frampton. Jesus, what a fight. What a fight. Obviously, I've said many times I'm a massive Carl Frampton fan. Been up to Belfast a couple of times to watch him, followed his career from day one, but he was outfought yesterday in every department by Josh Warrington, who was amazing and thoroughly deserved his victory. And Warrington has beaten Lee Selby and Carl Frampton this year, 2 people that he was underdogs going in against, both of them. So congratulations to him. He deserves the big fights now. I thought Carl Frampton looked like he aged overnight almost, which is sad to see. I don't know what the way back is for Frampton, but for Josh Warrington, he deserves nothing but the best, the biggest fights, and congratulations to him. He was absolutely phenomenal last night. What else we got? When it comes to Coutinho, you have to ask the question, would he improve the team? If so, the club comes first, bring him back. Would he though, Tom? Would he? That's the question. Did we improve when he left? Yes. So I don't know where to go, buddy. I don't know. As a player, as a single player, he'd probably be good enough. But in our system, would he benefit the system? I don't know. But then again, we're crying out for somebody to link the play between the lines, so maybe I'm just being silly. But the way he left for me, I'm just a spiteful bastard. I don't want him back. Natural Opinion said I'd take him back, but it wouldn't have the same affection if he went on to be boss again, although he would be forgiven as we're fickle. Look, we are, you're right. As football fans, we are fickle. We really, really are. As much as I'm sitting here saying, oh fuck Coutinho, if Coutinho came back, stuck 2 in the top corner and we beat somebody like City, I would be up celebrating, running around my sitting room and naming me dog Coutinho. We are fickle, you're right. When are you getting to Pulisic? Relax. Free triggers, relax, it's all good, buddy. It's Christmas, settle in, we'll have a bit of fun. Watch this space. Coutinho to join Rafa at Newcastle on loan in January. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? Did you see the Robbo, Shaqiri and Salah video? No mate, I haven't, but you've given me something to look forward to go and watch now, so thank you. We're one of the best teams right now. No one will be here, what's this, who isn't 100% ready to fight and win every trophy. No thanks. Suarez, who's in decline as well. Mourinho will dress up as Father Christmas and scare naughty school children in Manchester. He's in London now, Rod. He's in London now, so he won't be going back near Manchester. He checked out of the Lowry Hotel and he's back in London. I think he's got a house in London. I'm sure he has a house in London. Would Phil even get in our squad? I'm sure he'd get in the squad, mate, but they're starting 11, I don't know. Whereabouts in Ireland are you from? Well, originally I'm from Dublin, but I live in Wexford now. Shaqiri and Coutinho are similar players. It's safe to say, but Shaqiri loves the club much more and the fans love him. Just watch the Leeds United goals. Reckon they're coming up. What a comeback that was. What a comeback. 2-0 down to Aston Villa and they come back and win 3-2 with a fantastic injury time winner. Yeah, you have to say Kamara Roof, left foot, bottom corner, beautiful strike. Yeah, you have to say well done to them. They're showing massive balls, and Bielsa's a fantastic manager, and it looks like they could well be coming up. The Frampton fight was brilliant from the first bell to the last, said Christopher. It was a belter. It was so annoying having both fights scheduled for the same night. And, you know, you have to blame Eddie Hearn on that one because I think the Frampton fight was scheduled first. I think Frank Warren had that day penciled in and then Hearn jumped in. It's a shame for boxing fans that we had to have two fights on the one night. Two pay-per-view fights as well on the one night. Liverpool have a better win percentage without Coutinho. Remember the stats. What else have we got? Somebody's mentioned White and Chisora there. Where's that comment? Where's the White and Chisora comment? Fuck, I keep missing all these. Oh, there we go. White and Chisora went hard at each other from the off, said Tom. They really did. And the condition that both got into was unbelievable. I mean, you've seen both of them throughout their careers, and they've always been top-heavy lads, but particularly Derek Chisora, he got himself into amazing shape for that fight. Both of them down at around 17 stone 8, something like that. Did you see Aston Villa Leeds? Yeah, it was brilliant. Everton sucks. It was absolutely brilliant game. There's been some belters on today, hasn't there? 6-2 in one game, 3-2 in the other game. It's setting up the Christmas period rather nicely. Getting rid of Coutinho for 140 million was a great move from the club. Look how the money was invested in VVD, for example, said Ronnie. AS Empire said, hi guys, I don't know if people are asking for Coutinho back. He disrespected the club the way he left. I don't ever want him near us. I'm with you, AS Empire. I don't want him back either. The Villa Leeds game was fantastic, said Willow. Coutinho is being replaced by Markovic in the reserves. Merry Christmas, Craig. If only Santa... What's this? If only there was a Santa hat that fitted you. Yeah, I mean, look at this noggin. I'm not even joking. My head doesn't fit in most of them fucking Santa hats. It's that fucking big, and I'm not messing with you. I don't know if you're trying to take the piss out of me or whatever, but it is a massive noggin. Robbo, Shaqiri and Mo went. If Coutinho went under Rodgers, not Klopp, we'd probably have taken him back. Tom Flynn, mate, look, I will talk to you soon and thank you so much for the kind words and Merry Christmas to you and the family as well. I don't want Pulisic, right, look, on this one, I think I've fucked around enough. Let's get to Pulisic. We've about an hour left on tonight's stream. I'm going to go till 11:30. I think that's long enough. Be a nice long stream to head into Christmas on. So look, if you're watching, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Right, where are we? So there's been a little bit more talk around Christian Pulisic, and I know you guys are probably sick to death of hearing me talking about him, but it looks like Borussia Dortmund could be looking to line up his replacement. There's talk coming out, what's the name of this place? RMC Sport are saying that it looks like they're going to try and make a move for Thorgan Hazard from Borussia Mönchengladbach, and thank God I got that out in one go. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to look to make a bid for the 25-year-old Belgian, obviously the younger brother of Eden Hazard, and that will pave the way for Christian Pulisic to move wherever he may move to. I firmly believe it'll be Liverpool. I'm saying this for a long time. Not that I have any information on it. I have to say, again, 100% be honest, I have no inside information. I just believe that he'll end up at Liverpool. There's too many things that make sense for it not to happen. A lot of rumours around him possibly joining Chelsea. I'm sure you guys have seen that. There was stories in the media yesterday that Chelsea have hired that super agent. Is it Pina Javi, or I don't know what the fuck, how you pronounce the guy's name. But they've hired him to try and get the deal done. I don't know. I don't know what else to say to you. Apparently he's let know to people inside his own camp that he will be at the Premier League, or inside his own club, that he'll move to the Premier League next season. He has 18 months left on his contract, a little bit under 18 months left I think, and he won't sign the new deal by the looks of things at Borussia Dortmund. So that leaves Dortmund in a position where they either let him run down his deal or they sell him in January and let him leave in the summer, because I don't think they're going to let him leave while they're in the position that they're in the league. I mean, it would make no sense. They're currently, I think, 6 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga, and they're not going to sell him right now. I know Jadon Sancho is doing amazingly well. Alcantara is doing really well as well there, but I don't think they're going to want to lose anybody. So it makes sense if they do a deal to let him go in the summer when there'll be a year left on his deal. Now, whether that's to Liverpool or whether that's to Chelsea, I don't know. That's about as far as I am on this one. But of course, as always, love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know what type of transfer fee you believe would be appropriate and what type of fee you think will actually happen. We've seen 70 million mentioned, and I think that's absolute garbage. Nobody is paying 70 million quid for Let's prove it. An unproven player that has all the potential in the world but hasn't gone on to deliver on it yet, with 1 year left on his deal. I would be amazed if it was anything over 40 million, but that's just a guess as well. Right, so let's see what you're all thinking on this one. Pina Javi, thank you, Brian. You know my pronunciations are shocking, so I hate when I have to say things like that. Craig, my ITK says he's coming to us, said Stephen Richards. There you go. I don't know who your ITK is, but there you go. There's a couple of people on Twitter, by the way, who I would just say stay well clear of. I don't want to give out names, actually, because I don't want to give these fuckers any type of publicity. Somebody should sign Herving Lozano, said Cameron. Loads of people in my chat, my WhatsApp groups and stuff are talking about him. Oh, and on that one, the Discord group, if anybody's wondering about it, please somebody put it in the chat there. We do have an Anfield Agenda Discord group, and it could be a good way for us all to keep in contact over the Christmas period. So if anybody wants to join that one, I'm sure somebody will be able to put it in the chat. And if not, I think it might be in the stream notes. I don't have it to hand on me now, so apologies on that one. But yeah, we do have an Anfield Agenda Discord group that the Revenite set up, so please feel free to join that one as well. And yeah, we'll talk over the Christmas period. And of course, Kev runs the Anfield Agenda Instagram account, and that is just Anfield Agenda. If you're on Instagram, at Anfield Agenda, and the same on Twitter, it's at Anfield Agenda on there. And of course, my own one is at Craig the Host. I'm going to put that in the chat now, in case I forget. And if you guys ever want to give out your own Twitter handles or anything on here, please, by all means, feel free to put it in the chat. Mine's gone in there, so it's at Craig the Host. Really straightforward. I only changed that one recently, actually. I used to be called Cop Jaffer, but I changed it because I wanted to sound a little bit more grown up. What else we got? Pulisic is benched because of a back injury. Oh, one of those, is it? The Coutinho-esque back injury. Good night, Stephen Richards. Good night to you, pal. And really hope you and Louise have a wonderful Christmas. And the Alamo should be nice and quiet for you as well after the hiding that they got today. Personally, I think we need a striker who can play on the wing. Maybe Timo Werner. Makes complete sense. Natural opinion, makes complete sense. And somebody who would fit into our system very well. I think Bayern Munich are interested in him from what I've read. That doesn't mean they wouldn't sell him to us. I mean, if Leipzig sold him, it would make much more sense to sell him outside of Germany and sell him to us. Pulisic is overrated. Only because he's American, wouldn't spend more than 35 million on him. Rather have Brandt. What's this one? There was something about Brandt, actually. There was something recently about Julian Brandt. Not to Liverpool, I have to say. Sorry. I can't remember what it was. 30 million maximum, said Brian Morrissey. Kieran, honestly, buddy, that is overrated a bit. I really think that's going to come back to bite you in the ass if he signs. And you know what? You're probably like me. You'd be happy for it to come back and bite you in the ass if it's right. But I don't think he is overrated. There's too many people in the know. Too many managers that have worked with him that speak far too highly of him for him to be overrated. What else have we got? Claire said, hey, yes, Craig's channel and Sean's channel are my go-tos. Thank you very much, Claire. I think by Sean you're talking about the Canadian gentleman, I believe. I think I could be wrong. Thoughts on Kieran Tierney? He can play left back and centre back when Moreno goes. My thoughts are that I don't know enough about him. I haven't seen enough of Celtic to really know much about Tierney, but anybody I know that is a Celtic fan speaks very, very highly of him. But it wouldn't be for me to talk about because I'd be just guessing. I don't rate Pulisic. I'd rather give a chance to Wilson, said Andre. To be fair, Andre, as much as I think excuse me, Wilson is a promising player who, you know, I don't know what will happen with him, but he's not in the same league as Christian Pulisic, mate, with all due respect. As good as he's been for Derby and stuff, there are levels, and I think Pulisic is infinitely levels above Harry Wilson. Just my opinion though. I mean, Harry Wilson could come back next year and be fucking amazing, and I would be happy to hold my hands up and say I was completely wrong. Can I have the Discord link? I think it's further on down in the chat there. Let me just check. Stephen Taggart has put in a link there if anybody wants to help him out for a dry January he's doing on behalf of Cancer Research UK, which is of course a wonderful charity doing wonderful stuff. Cancer has touched my own family's life. My father-in-law had cancer in a couple of places. He had throat cancer, he had cancer in the pancreas, and he had, not the pancreas, excuse me, he had throat cancer, liver cancer, and where was the other place he had cancer? I can't remember the third place. Anyway, apologies. And I know that with cancer, it's not just as simple as getting over the illness. I mean, the worst part of my father-in-law's cancer has actually been the secondary illnesses that have come from it. He can no longer eat solid food and stuff like that. He's been having a liquid diet, so to speak, for the past 10 years or so. Thankfully, he's still with us, but it's only because of the likes of this research that Cancer Research UK and over here in Ireland and all around the world that they're doing, that people are surviving longer. So if anybody wants to help out Stephen Taggart, the link is in there in the chat. We won't buy Timo Werner, not in January. 100% not buying him in January, Andre. I agree with you. There, no way we're buying him in January. Forget Pulisic, give Beaker a go. That's gone over my head. Pulisic seems to like a Pulisic seems like a silent Klopp signing again. Hopefully it'll go through on the 1st of August. When does the transfer window open actually? It opens again at the end of the season, doesn't it? And by end of the season, I mean literally at the end of the season. And I think it closes on the 13th. Whenever the Premier League season starts, that's when the window closes again. Craig, I think that Camacho and Grabara should start against Wolves in the FA Cup. Is Grabara... Hang on, I always get these two confused. Is Grabara not on loan at Tranmere? Or do I have that one completely confused? I always get these confused. I don't even want to think that far ahead against Wolves, but I'm fully up for giving the kids a chance. I would play Queevy and Kelleher as well. I would play... Excuse me, who else would I play? I would probably even give Connor Masterson a look in for that one. Hey Craig, what's going on? Said Card. Nothing much, mate, but Merry Christmas to you. AS Empire has put in the Discord link. Thank you, buddy. If we beat the Geordies and the Gooners, at least a point against City, I think you'll need to start growing your hair, Craig. We want that Mohican at least 4 inches high. My wife asked me last night that exact same question. Now, you did say, Craig, if you win the league, that you have to grow a Mohican. How big are we talking here? So, yeah, those exact same things. What's 4 inches about that? That's a lot of growing. Yeah, but we'll wait and see. But the Mohican will be growing. That much I promise you. And I will dye it bright red. Karius has got good if you've been watching them, but Besiktas have got shit by the looks of it. As a club, I don't mean because of Karius. I mean they're just not playing so well this season. Pulisic is an American Markovic. Yeah, you've gone a little bit too far there, mate. Where else have we got? Opinions on Ryan Kent. He's doing quite well at Rangers. But it's really tough to judge a level up in Scotland. So I don't know. I don't think he has a future at the club, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's quite at the level that we're going to need. But again, who am I to say this? I don't see the guy every week. I'm not a coach, so it's probably not really fair for me to judge somebody like that. Pulisic or Werner, Craig, choose one and why. Christian Pulisic, because I think he's more what we need than a Werner. But Werner is it's a tough one because Timo Werner, I can understand why people would want him. I can understand why he play in a few positions. He can play out wide, he can play through the centre, possibly play a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'd probably go towards Pulisic, but just because I have it in my head that I want him at Liverpool. Other than that, I can't give you a reason why I choose one over the other because they're both perfectly good signings. Pulisic is overhyped because he's American. He's been benched by Sancho. He's not even first choice anymore. We should buy proven talent and stop going for potential. Put it this way, LFC_5. If Jurgen Klopp wants to sign Christian Pulisic and Jurgen Klopp knows what Christian Pulisic is capable of, having worked with him and possibly kept an eye on him and spoke maybe to his coaches, do you not trust the manager's judgment on Pulisic if Jurgen Klopp, if that's who he wants to go for? because I trust his judgment on potential far more than I would trust my own or yours or anybody else in the chat here. So I don't know what to say, pal. We always buy potential, but potential that's sort of proven. And now we're at the point where, yes, we went and bought a goalkeeper who was top notch. We went and bought a centre back who was top notch. But other than that, we actually went and bought a midfielder who was top notch as well. Two midfielders who were top notch. So yes, I get where you're coming from, but he's not that much of a gamble. Same way, by the way, Werner wouldn't be that much of a gamble. Same way as you said, Sancho wouldn't be a gamble, although his money or his fee has gone through the roof at this point. My auntie recently died of cancer, said Joanne. Condolences, Joanne, to your family and yourself. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough losing anybody, but particularly to an illness like cancer that, you know, is just so fucking cruel. I think Liverpool will get Madrid if they beat Bayern. I don't care who we get. I don't mean that towards you, buddy. I mean, I fancy us against anybody. I'm so fucking proud of this team, and I've got such confidence in this Liverpool team that bring on anybody. We'll give them a game. Who would your dream signing be for Liverpool? Right now, Kylian Mbappe, probably. I would have said Messi, but he's getting on in age, so Kylian Mbappe would be my dream signing to bring in for Liverpool right now. What do you think about Nat Phillips? Do we have a backup defender? Nat Phillips looks the business. He is very, very assured for somebody so young. He's a big fella, as I've keep mentioning on here before, and I would have no problem whatsoever with him playing at any point. I would back him 100%. I think he's more than capable of doing a good job, and I wouldn't blink if he was in the starting 11 for a game. Where else have we got? No, it's the other goalkeeper who's on loan to Tranmere. Thank you. I'm fucking terrible at remembering which one's which. Ramos got a good booing and wants respect. Fuck Ramos. I think we should start Bobby Duncan and Curtis Jones against Wolves. Bobby Duncan might be a push. I know he's only playing for the under 18s, but I don't know, it might be a little bit early from him. I'm just somebody who doesn't like throwing pressure on kids too early, but look, if Jurgen Klopp decides to play any of them, then they get my backing. Millie will be taken out of Anfield in his coffin. I think he'll go to Leeds. I think there's just too much there, isn't there? If Leeds come up, it would just be such a perfect ending to his career to go and give a year or two at Leeds. And you couldn't begrudge him that if that's what he wanted. But what a signing he's been for our football club. I mean, you have to love James Milner. He hasn't been here that long, but to me, he's an absolute legend. Can see Ajax beating Madrid. That's a big call, but a very young team, full of potential. Seem to have no fear. And, you know, Ajax, as we all know, have an amazing youth system, an amazing coaching system in place. So that would be a massive shock. But Madrid they're not the same Madrid. I hope we get Barca if we beat Bayern. Said Everton sucks. I want us to play Barca as well, badly. I'd love us to play Barcelona. I'd much rather play Barca than play the likes of Man City again. It just doesn't feel like a European tie when you're playing an English club. Jack said I subbed. Thank you, Jack. Really kind of you, mate. Jack Vlogs, how are you, sir? Vlogs, excuse me, Jack. How are you, sir? Thank you for subbing, and great to have you with us. Craig, I love the child. You hug him and capture. Is he my son? God bless him. Yes, Amir, he is. The kid in the thumbnail with me is my son Lucas. He's got autism. He's 6 years of age. Thankfully, he's verbal, so he does speak. Which is, you know, there's some parents that have autistic kids that are non-verbal. So myself and Sabrina counter blessings in that way. But he's the light of my life. He's an absolute superstar. I love the guy. He beats the shit out of me most days because he's mad. But I love him. I just love him so much. He's just amazing. I just couldn't imagine not having him in our life. Teaches me every day. Teaches me new things every single day. And yeah, he's amazing. As is my daughter, by the way. He's 14 as well, Circa. She's a wonderful young lady. And I'm lucky to be married to the most amazing woman in the world. So all good for me. I'm very, very lucky. Right, where else we got? Just pleased hearing that Jurgen Klopp's a strong candidate to become the next United manager. Yeah, of course he is. You should lump it all on him. Throw the house on him. Remortgage the house and put it all on him being the United manager. It's just not happening. I'm so happy we ain't signing Rabiot. I want to see Jones played more. Is he going to Barca or is he signing a new deal at PSG? Shamal George is the keeper on loan at Tranmere. Thank you, Harry. Oh, as I said, I'm always getting them wrong. Is this the season to win the league? Said Jack Maloney. Mate, yes. Yes, I'm saying it now. Yes, we're going to do it. I have a feeling, mate. We're going to do it. I don't care if this comes back to bite me in the ass because I've been hurt before. But looking at this team, looking at this group, looking at the way there's belief there, we're far more capable than we were in 13-14. I think we're far more able to cope with a few little setbacks. I don't think we'll go unbeaten. I don't want to think that. If we do, fucking brilliant. But I'm not putting that pressure on them. But yeah, I think this is the season, Jack. I don't know what else to say. Obviously, I can't guarantee it. Manchester City are an excellent side. Spurs are coming good as well. But I think there's something about this group. Are you all set for Christmas? Said Rick Harrison. Yes, mate. If only you were the real Rick Harrison. If only I could get myself on to Pawn Stars because I fucking love that show. But yes, Rick, I am all set for Christmas. Thank you, mate, and I hope you're the same. Excuse me. I haven't seen much of Nat Phillips, just glimpses during pre-season. Maybe I'll get some game time in the FA Cup. Liverpool will let Lewandowski score. We're not going to let anybody score. I mean, maybe he will score, but we certainly won't be letting him score. Shout out to Simon Mignolet, who's been very professional out of the side, consistently supportive tweets, which is very, very true. Absolutely, he's been very supportive to the team, and his tweets have been excellent, so completely agree. Bayern aren't even good, says Joja. Millie defines our team and our mentality. I don't want him to go. Would love him to finish his career at Anfield. You get no argument from me there, Claire. He's fantastic, but if he asked, if it was something that he wanted to do, I don't think the club would stand in his way because he's earned it. He's earned being able to do what the hell he wants because he's James Milner. Right, where else have we got? 45 minutes to go on the stream, guys. So if you're watching, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and of course hit the like button. And thank you to everybody who has sent us kind messages, who has sent us emails, who has sent us super chats, all the stuff throughout the year. Love to each and every one of you. Thank you for that. I'm Rick Harrison and this is my pawn shop. Fucking love that show. I really do love that show. Divock scoring all around us. Copwhite singing, having fun. Merry Christmas. Love and understanding. Merry Christmas, Everton. Word on Twitter. What if you type in the shithole in Google? It takes you to a picture of Spurs' new stadium. Joanne said, I'm Asperger's and OCD and my son is Asperger's and ADHD, now 20 and in supported living and doing well in a complex, or after a complex childhood, excuse me. I've Asperger's as well, Joanne. I only found out at 34, 35. So, yeah, I mean, finding out that I had Asperger's really made a massive difference to my life. I'm so glad to hear that your son is doing well and in supported living, but doing well, which is lovely to hear, and I hope you both have a wonderful Christmas, Joanne. And thank you for joining us. Me too, Craig. Not a bandwagon type, but fuck yes, said Claire. It's amazing to hear how many kids and parents and people of my age now that have been diagnosed with autism or Asperger's. It's great that it's so much more, or not that it's so much more, sorry, that there's so much more awareness around Asperger's and autism and the symptoms, and the kids are being diagnosed younger because, as we know, early intervention is massively important. I was lucky that our son was diagnosed at 4 and went straight into an autism special preschool and then into an autism special junior infants, and now he's in mainstream, although he has special times where he goes in and he goes to a sensory room and he has some out time, and he has a card that he gives into the teacher if he needs a break. But the change in his life in the past 2 years has been unbelievable. And I think that is only because we were lucky that we got him diagnosed so young. What else have we got? Sorry, somebody at 2013-14, where's that one gone? In 2013-14, we relied too much on Suarez, Sterling and Sturridge. This year we got a front three, it's stacked midfield, and possibly the best defence in Europe. Has Maureen been carrying on with another lady? I've not the fucking clue what that's about. This channel has made my year. Cheers, Craig and Connor, said Luke. Thank you very much, Luke. That's really nice to hear. You guys have definitely made my year as well, so it works both ways. Milner deserves a major trophy at the club. I hope he gets one. So do I. I really, 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 really do. I love that guy so much. What his social media game is top notch as well. What do you think about Man United now as they look strong again? They don't look strong again. They beat a shit fucking Cardiff team. It was a bit hard for them to get any worse. I mean, they were completely underperforming with the players that they have. And yes, they'll get a boost out of having Solskjaer there, and yes, he'll probably let them express themselves more and they'll play a bit better football, but I believe the problems at that club are very deep rooted, and I think they have to look at the boardroom. They have to be very careful about the next appointment of their manager. They need to bring in a director of football, and they need to spend, in my humble opinion, a lot of money, because I think they've spent very, very badly. But look, that's just my opinion. I'm not a United fan, so I could be completely off on that one, but I'm fucking delighted to see them suffering. Fabinho's wife has the best Twitter. Yes, Rebecca Tavares has a good Twitter account, alright. Although I'm not a fan of selfies, and there's a little bit too many selfies in the world for my liking. Maybe it's just because I'm an ugly ball fucker, but what do you think is wrong with a Champions League away form? I've no idea. I've asked myself that a few times, Tonic. Yeah, we just about scraped through thanks to our home form. But there's no reason we shouldn't be going to Belgrade and winning. We just didn't show up in the first half against PSG. We were a little bit better in the second half. And Napoli was frustrating as fuck. I don't know. I just hope that we can nip it in the bud. And I think when it's a knockout round, the tactics will be a little bit different. I think we'll probably see an improved performance. Craig, you should bring the family over to Oz for Christmas. Nice and warm, said Rod. I'm hoping to get over there for my 40th, Rod. Because if I ever go out to Australia, I want to do it properly and I want to spend a month at least over there. So maybe you'll get a knock on the door in 2.5 years' time and I'll show up. Ran out of mince pies and had to make some. There you go. Proper order, man. Nothing nicer than homemade ones. Merry Christmas, Craig. Been here since 2000 subs and I can't wait to watch you hit 10k, said Sindra. Thank you. I've actually set myself a target. Maybe you guys think this is a bit realistic or a bit unrealistic. I don't know. As I said earlier on, the channel started uploading live streams around the 3rd week of March. I think it was around the 3rd week of March. So that's my target. If we can hit 10,000 subs in the first year of starting to post live streams, I think that would be an amazing achievement. It's a little bit optimistic. I've got 3 months. Yeah, 3 months left to do it. But I wouldn't have guessed that we'd have got about 2,000 subscribers in the past month. So maybe we can get there. It has to be. We have to have goals though in life. So why not? And then when we hit 10k, it's onwards and upwards towards hopefully that 100k and that award, because I want that fucking award badly. I'm not sure if probably you guys know this, but I didn't know this till maybe 2 weeks ago, that when you get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you get a little plaque, a little award from YouTube to say like well done on hitting 100k. And then I think there's another one at 500k or a million or 10 million. I'm not sure what numbers they go up to. But now my fucking goal in life is to try and get that 100k plaque, because I don't know why. I'm just a fucking competitive bastard that wants it. I said to Connor, all I wanted for is a picture and you can have it then, buddy. I'm just a really goal oriented person, so yeah, I'd love to hit 10k by the time the channel's a year old. The 100k is a bit fucking pie in the sky stuff, I know. That probably is never going to happen, but I think 10k we can do. Do you play football? Not anymore. I used to play football at quite a high level when I was a kid. I was a goalkeeper. Yeah, I played at I suppose it would be a very high level, international youth level, but that was it. As soon as I hit 17, 18, that was the end of me. Merry Christmas, everybody. I really want 100 subs, said Jack Flog. So if you would pop over, if you get a chance, Jack's channel there and give him a follow. It is, or sub, excuse me. I keep saying follow on here. How wrong am I? It is the season of giving, so everybody head over and give Jack a sub. Craig, we can't be playing 18-year-olds in every position against Wolves in the FA Cup. We'll get smashed 6-0. They probably would get a beating if we played them, but I don't care about the FA Cup, buddy, with all due respect. I'm laser focused on the Premier League. The FA Cup is just a fucking headache as far as I'm concerned. Bit disrespectful towards the competition, I know, but any other season I'd be saying take it seriously, play a couple of kids perhaps, but this year I don't care. Didn't care about the League Cup, don't give a shit about the FA Cup. And honestly, hand on heart, I'm too pushed now about the Champions League either. I'm obsessed with Liverpool winning the Premier League. I can't stop thinking about it. I think about it every fucking day for hours and hours and hours on end. I message Connor at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning talking about it. I can't stop. I'd rather have Verratti over Rabiot. Verratti is one of the players I've always dreamt of playing for Liverpool, Cameron. I said this, maybe if you go back a few months in our streams, I was talking about this before. He's sensational. A little bit too injury prone, but one hell of a midfielder. I think one of the best there is out there. I've a lot of respect for him. Which Liverpool player is underrated? It's getting harder to say that, isn't it? Because, they're all pretty damn good at this moment in time. Who's underrated though? Jordan Henderson. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Jordan Henderson, I would say, is Liverpool's most underrated player. Yeah, Jordan Henderson, because he doesn't get the fucking respect he deserves. Have you seen the English Pawn Stars? Yes, I've seen that one. It's not as good though. I'm happy for your son's doing really well, Joanne. His own bit of independence is good, which it is, absolutely. I'm so glad to hear it as well. Genie is underrated, that's a good shout as well. Yeah, Genie, that is a good shout. He's put in one hell of a performance so far this year. Isn't there a plaque for 50k? Not that I'm aware of, but look, I only found out about the 100k one recently. But no, I don't think there is. I think Connor might have known about it because he's a bit of a YouTube geek. Okay, a few more comments that I missed out on. Didn't football exist before 92? It did, Stephen. It did. I can definitely vouch for that one. My mother, who doesn't watch football, pronounced Virgil van Dijk's name like Virgil van Dijk. Sometimes I say that as well, just for the laugh, because it's fun to say. Merry Christmas, Craig. Love to your family. You have a big, kind heart, and hopefully next year you'll achieve all your dreams, said Amir. The funny thing is, Amir, I'm a weirdo. I don't really have many dreams, pal. I'm a simple dude. I don't have lofty ambitions or a want or need for financial extravagances. I'm just a pretty happy dude. This, to me, is perfect. Being able to come on here and just talk to other people, because learning social skills and putting myself out there it's been a big battle for me, but it's been amazing. And yes, there's been trolling along the way, but I'm quite thick-skinned, so thankfully I can just laugh with the trolls. And if there's a good troll, I'm happy to give them a nod and say well done. But yeah, it's been a good year, and I've learned so much from everybody on here. Where did we go? God almighty, I thought I was up with the comments. I hope I haven't missed any super chats. If I have, I'm sorry. I don't think I have. I got one earlier on. If I missed any, oh fuck, I'm so sorry. I'll try and look back later on. See, the way I have my screens open, I have the chat bar open in one big window, so I can get through as much of it as I can. Then I've got an OBS screen, which is the one that gives us the nice Shaqiri picture and the scrolling stuff on the bottom of the screen, stuff like that. And I don't have the YouTube page open. That's actually somewhere in the background. So if I have missed any, I apologise. I'll try and check at the end, but I don't think I have. I'm usually quite good at pulling them up. What else have we got? Imagine Prime Gerrard in this squad. Our midfield would be Cato and Yalden Fabinho. That'd be fucking brilliant. But look, we're kind of blessed. We've got a good team as it is. Craig, do you think Salah's on his last season? No, absolutely not. I mean, where is he going to go? Why would he go to Real Madrid? They're on the decline. He's not going near Barcelona, because if Barcelona come in, it's going to cost them 100 million on top of the price that we want for him, because that's the deal that's in place. So where is there for him to go? He's not going to go to PSG because it's a backward step in his career. There's no way anybody can tell me the PSG are a bigger club than Liverpool, because I'm not buying it. Did you see the new Shaqiri piano meme? Nope. I made 150 mince pies on Christmas Day. I have 30 people coming. Well in, Jack. Nice one. That's a lot of work, buddy. Well done. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas Day. And look, you've given 5 per person. Nice one. You're not a miserable fucker there. 5 mince pies each. Well done to you, sir. And have a wonderful Christmas. You'll hit 10k by the end of January. Yeah, I don't think we will. That's even I'm an optimist, but Alpha G, look, if that happens, mate, I will happily say I'm wrong. But yeah, we're doing really well. The funny thing is, we actually do better for subs off streams than we do on streams. Isn't that really weird? Often the times I'm on here messing about subscribers and stuff, and it goes up one or down one or whatever. Then when we go off stream, the subs go up and up and up and up and up. It's really fucking strange. It seems like the less work we do, the more subscribers we get. The more work we do, the less we get. Maybe that should tell me something. Maybe I should just get my ass off here and be on here less. Maybe people are just thanking me for not being on here. Simon, I'm very well, mate. How are you, sir? Been here since the Manchester City and Liverpool game in pre-season. We played on the shittiest pitch, said Alex. Yeah, look, it's crazy, isn't it? I remember pre-season. That seems so long ago now, but it isn't. I mean, it's only fucking 4 or 5 months, but Jesus. I remember we were happy that we were unbeaten in pre-season. And I'll never forget the Manchester United watch-along when Shaqiri scored that scissor/overhead kick. That was amazing. It's been fun. We've been through a lot together on here, guys. And we're only just starting this little journey. Isn't there a plaque for 50k? Don't think so, but as I said, I could be completely wrong. Fuck YouTube, said Brian Morrissey. You have to whisper that, Brian. We can't get in our bad books again. 100k is the silver award, which will do me just fine. Thank you, John. There's a brilliant video going around. I think the guy's name is it Lad Baby? I think that's the guy's name. I don't watch his stuff, but my wife does. And she sent me a brilliant video of him receiving his 100k award. And it came via a courier service. I can't remember which one it was, but it was fucking broken. They delivered the thing and it was ran over by a truck or something. It was fucking smashed in half. And there was tyre marks on his award. Oh my God. And his little son was laughing. His little son, God bless him, was sitting there laughing at him. Your man turned around and said, "Don't you be laughing, son. That's your fucking inheritance." We didn't say fucking because, you know, he's not as simplistic as me with his language. He's, you know, much better able to express himself than I am. But yeah, it was hilarious stuff altogether. I would cry if that happened to me. You look like Raina a bit. Somebody said it to me before. Look like Raina's fat brother who's let himself go a little bit. But I'll take it. I'll take it, Christoph. Merry Christmas, Jack, and I hope you have a wonderful day, pal. The YouTube plaques go from 100k, 1 million, and 10 million, said Harry. Thank you very much. God, those 10 million ones. Jesus Christ. I think if you get to 10 million, you're not really worrying about plaques because you're already fucking loaded if you get to that point. Rod, Merry Christmas to you, pal, and I'll catch you really soon. I've got 30 minutes to go on tonight's stream, guys, so can we hit 6,400 subs on the stream for Christmas? That's only 19 to go. So look, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, help us get there. This is our last stream before Christmas, so if you're there, hit that subscribe button, help us get to 6,400, and if you can drop a like on the stream as well, that would be amazing. Free Techers, Merry Christmas to you, sir. YouTube Rewind is the best video ever. Don't know what that is. You've lost me. Is the FA Cup similar to the Copa del Rey? Both are useless, said Simon. The Copa del Rey isn't all of that played over 2 legs though, Simon? I think every round is played over 2 legs. The weird thing is, look, the FA Cup really does deserve respect because I think it's the oldest club competition in the world. I think, could be wrong, but it is losing a bit of its sheen. I think because the European places are so valuable, Champions League spots are they're almost, I won't say they're like a trophy because that's a really shitty thing to say, but to clubs they're massive things to get in those top 4 places, particularly now that there's no qualifying for the 4th place team in England. You just go straight into the Champions League. What else have we got? 17 to go. 17 subs to go. Can we get there? What's going on with Everton getting beat 6-2? Don't know, Damien, but just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. It's a shame it was Spurs that beat them 6-2 because, you know, it brought them a little bit closer to us, but always funny. Craig, will Klopp win anything for us this year, do you think? Yes, Christoph, we're winning the fucking league, pal. We're winning the league this year. I'm going balls out from here on in and I'm just saying it. We're going to win the league. I'm saying it now. Fuck it. If it comes back to bite me in the ass, if somebody makes a clip of this and sends it to me and plays it 100 times on loop, I don't give a fuck. I'm so happy with where we are now. I'm so happy with the little bonus of Manchester City getting beaten because I did not see that happening. So yes, I think so, Christoph. I hope so. How about doing a separate video on tactics and Liverpool games? Just a suggestion. Not really my thing. Go cool. It's not. I don't think it's something that I would excel at or something that I would deem myself the most. No, well, I'd say I'm pretty knowledgeable on the game. I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but tactics, formations, coaching. I think there's people much better placed than me to make these type of videos. What we are going to do in January onwards, we're going to expand what we do. We're going to make some shorter videos, and you're going to get loads of transfer updates off me in January. You're going to get daily videos. I think I'll do a daily news round in January for the window. And we're going to look at maybe bringing in somebody. I spoke to somebody before about doing some previews and stuff like that and some tactical stuff. So I might have somebody else to make those videos. But I don't think it's really me, mate. I'm more somebody who just shows up and talks and interacts and reacts. I think I'm better at reacting to stuff than predicting it, if that makes any sense. I just don't think I'd do it justice. Craig, trust me, after the Manchester City away game, you'll be at around 8,000 subs. 10k will be done by January. That would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. Would you take Alfredo Morelos at Liverpool? No. And let's even just push aside his football, which he's obviously a decent player. He's too fucking yellow and red card prone for me, Louis. Every time I look at a Rangers game, he's after picking up a booking. Honestly, is it just me, or does that fucker get booked or sent off every time he fucking plays? That's all I really know about him. I know he bangs in goals for Rangers. I know he scored a couple today again for them, but just not for me, mate. I'd rather see him go somewhere like Newcastle, and chances are I'm there. Just not for me, because I fucking hate players that get booked so much that they keep missing games. Everton sucks. Liverpool for the win. Said, I've got to go now, Craig. Merry Christmas. I'll talk to you during the Newcastle watch along, as they don't play 3 o'clock matches in the UK. Yes, I know, and I'm going to have to find a way to watch that game myself, but I will be here doing a watch along for anybody who has to head off. 2:30 I'll be joining you guys from on Boxing Day, or the 26th, depending on what part of the world you're in, you want to call it. Hope you can join us for that one. I'm going to stay on for the next 25 minutes or so, and then just to reiterate, this is the last stream that we'll be doing until after Christmas. So any thoughts or suggestions or anything you want to get in before we finish up, please let me know. On Christmas, sometimes you wonder what the players and the staff are going to be doing around Christmas. I read a little bit today, and Andy Robertson has been discussing how Liverpool players will be spending the Christmas day. He said it's training in the morning, and then we'll go home, a bit of turkey with the family, and then back to the hotel to prepare. Christmas is a lovely time to spend with the family, but for footballers we don't get to enjoy it as much as everybody else because we've hundreds of games to play. Yeah, so look, you kind of do feel for them. I mean, they get a lot of money and stuff, I know, but when you've got a family, you do like to spend it with them. So they get to spend a little bit of time with the family on Christmas afternoon. They train in the morning, they go home, have a bit of food with the family, and then it's off to the hotel to prepare for the Newcastle game. And on that one, Trent Alexander-Arnold will leave Melwood after training, and he's going to go down to Hotel Tia to spend some time serving lunch to families, elderly and children, basically people, less fortunate people in the community. Trent is going to go down to Hotel Tia, which is of course near Anfield, and yeah, spend his time feeding lunch to some vulnerable and needy people, which is, I mean, how could you not love Trent? How could you not love that young man? Absolutely unbelievable stuff. Sorry, my phone's popping up here. Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, my phone was lighting up there for a second. I thought something major had happened, but it isn't. Yeah, how could you not love Trent Alexander-Arnold? Absolute, what a credit to his mother he is. The young man just looks like he's got such a good head on his shoulders. And you know he's not doing that type of shit for publicity, because you can see by him he is an honest, down-to-earth, beautiful human being. And I wish that lad nothing but the best in his career. I hope he goes on to captain the club one day, and I hope he stays here for his entire career, because I love the dude. Doesn't anybody know a good psychic that can look at the table in May and just let us know already? Hodgson is bad-mouthing us. Hodgson can go and fuck himself, AS Empire, that stupid emu-looking motherfucker. He did us a favour yesterday, but that's probably the best thing he's done in his entire fucking career. For us anyway. Fuck Roy Hodgson. Gobshite. Craig said he's a keeper, sign him up. I'm way past it. Way past it. Honestly, I tried to play a reunion game with my football club about, I must be going back about 3 or 4 years now. Yeah, I even went training, like, I'm not joking, I went training, did some running, got myself pretty fit actually. I got down to 12.5 stone, and went to play the game, and fuck me, I knew I'd aged. Oh my god. stuff that I used to be able to get down to, shots and stuff, you almost had to fall before the shot was taken. I knew I'd aged, and I thought to myself, I'll be grand, go back, do a bit of training, play this game. But fuck me, was it an eye opener. Maybe it's your goal celebrations that get you subscribers, Craig. Great reactions. I don't know. I don't think so. Do you know what though? The goal celebration against Everton. Do you remember the one I was really, really, really lively for? That was actually demonetized, which is hilarious. We just got monetized by YouTube. That goal celebration went out and it got demonetized. So there you go. Worth it though. Totally worth it. Roy Hodgson is the go if we win the league. 91 likes, said Farah. Let's hit 100, please do. I mean, we've got to hit 100 at least. Doesn't look like we're going to hit 6,400 subs, but there's still time. We only need 16 more. So if you are watching, please help us hit that pre-Christmas target. But other words, just drop a like on the stream, because we have never not hit 100 this week. I mean, we've had an amazing week. We've been way past 100 every single day. Oh, by the way, guys, just a little pick-me-up in case anybody doesn't know, as I keep saying, we are a community on here. Recently, I don't know what it is, but in the past 2 weeks, our numbers have just gone mad. Our stream, we have not had a stream less than 1,500 viewers in the past 10 days, maybe. Most of them heading up towards 2.5, which is crazy. We used to be at 500 to 700 at some times. Match day watch-alongs were always brilliant. I mean, they always did really high numbers, but yeah, it's fucking crazy. I don't know how or why things are after going so well in the past couple of weeks, and I'm not complaining about it, but it's great. 14 subs to go, 6386. What height are you, Craig? I'm 6 foot. I'm about 5'10". I mean, I may have shrunk a little bit because I'm getting older, but 5'10" the last time I actually measured myself, so I'm not that tall. What else have we got? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Tony. Thank you, mate. A Merry Christmas to you as well, Floating Fox. I think we can get Rabiot, said Kieran. I don't think so, mate. I think he's probably going to go to Barca. At least that's what I've been led to believe recently. 6 bell ends, unlike the stream. There's always the same group, mate, do it every single night, and it always gives me a little smile. They think that unlike in the stream probably annoys me, but it makes me smile, because knowing that I piss somebody off is just as makes me just as happy as knowing that, you know, somebody likes what we do. I love knowing I'm in someone's head. If they dislike me, I love knowing that they take the fucking time to hit the dislike button, that we piss them off that much, that they go out of their way to hit that button. That actually makes me smile. 104 likes, there we go. Great stuff, thank you guys. And 13 subs to go, and we've got 19 minutes, so we need 1 sub a minute to hit 6,400. Can you live stream Liverpool matches? As in show them? No, can't do that, Simon. It's against the rules on YouTube. And we actually try really hard not to break any rules, because we want to play the right game on here. We want to be here long term. We don't want to be a fly-by-night channel. So we always try and do things by the book. And sorry, mate, I just can't show them. We do watch-along, so we do shows where I come on, we react to the games, I do some commentary, take comments and stuff, but we never show any match footage. Merry Christmas, Scotty. Merry Christmas to you, pal. I just got Pac-Man for 150. There you go. I mean, there's a Christmas gift. Craig, in your honest opinion, who's the best keeper in the world right now? De Gea. That's my honest opinion. I think David De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world. I could lie and tell you Alisson. I think Alisson's definitely up there, but I think David De Gea has proved himself over a long enough period of time that I think it's fair for us to say he's the best keeper in the world. He might be going through a little shitty period. He might, not be at the same level, but I've got to be honest, I think he's the best keeper in the world. Alisson could well get there. I mean, there's plenty of time on his side. He's only going to keep improving. Craig, my suggestion to discuss all news related Liverpool, take the last day of every week and title it News with Craig. Yeah, could do that, but once news is old, mate, it's old and nobody gives a fuck about it. That's the weird thing about this type of medium, is everything has to be relevant and you have to be quick. So if something happens, you need to get something out quickly. Daily stuff is definitely something we can do. I want to make shorter content as well, because I understand doing a 2-hour stream or an hour and a half long stream is not for everybody, and people haven't got the fucking time to come on and watch it. But We will be making 10-minute stuff, 5-minute stuff, 3-minute stuff. It's just a matter of getting the time, and this time of the year I haven't had it, so I've only been able to do nighttime streams. But it's one of the reasons we wanted the new equipment that we're saving up for, because we want to be able to buy cameras that allow us to film documentaries and stuff. The camera I use now is a streaming webcam. Sorry, it's a streaming webcam that can go do decent quality stuff on here, but no good. I can't go outside and film with it. So that's why we spoke a while ago that we're saving up any money we get to buy that new Canon camera, that DSLR camera that will allow us to make the type of stuff we really want to do, because we want to make little documentaries, little bits and pieces as well, some little information things, and a few more bits. Connor has so many things he wants us to do. So that's where, if anybody wonders, that's where all the super chats go, that's where all the Patreons go, that's where all the Ko-fi goes, that's where any of the ad money we get goes. Every single penny that we get in goes to equipment. Myself and Connor have never taken a penny for ourselves, and we never will, because it's not what we're about. It's always about reinvesting into the channel. Maybe down the line we'll use it to travel over to meet people, or we'll use it to go and interview people, perhaps. I don't know. But as it is now, we're never ever going to take a penny for ourselves, because it's just not what this channel's for. Doubt we can go unbeaten, as we don't have the squad to rotate. I think on that one, I don't want us to put the pressure on ourselves to go unbeaten. I think we should just try and win the league, and whatever happens with that, just let it happen. If we go unbeaten, brilliant. Show the match, fuck the rules and fuck the system. Let's have a rebellion. No, that's not going to happen though, because then the channel gets closed down and the hundreds of hours of work that we've all put in goes down the drain for the sake of a football game. That's going to be a no. Newcastle match on Sky at 3. No, it's not on, that I'm aware of. Gerard, is it? I checked the other day and it didn't show. And I know in Ireland they show a game at 3, but I didn't see it listed. Ferno got a massive dildo for Christmas. Enjoy yourself, mate. That's my thoughts with it. You do you, Ferno. You enjoy yourself. Do you think it would be a good idea to buy squad players in January? No. I think we have enough players coming through that I'd rather see them get a chance. I'm in the camp now that believes if we're buying players, we're buying them because they're better than what we have, or the first team players. I think our days of packing the squad are over. We've got enough good players coming through. We've enough players in our squad. I wouldn't like to see any more squad players. 1 or 2 top-notch players every season from here on in. And I think we're at that point now where that's all we need. That's exactly it. These clowns take the time to go out of their way to press that button. Fucking pathetic on every level. It's also hilarious. It really is. I mean, I have people on Twitter, for instance, that really don't like me, and they go out of their way to tell everybody how much of a cunt I am, and how much they don't like me, and how boring I am, and how all the content I make is shit, and they spend more time moaning about me than I do making the fucking content, which is hilarious. I love sitting back and getting sent screenshots of these dickheads going around moaning about me and telling everyone how much they hate me, and I look at them going, if you assholes put as much effort into the work that you're doing as you do into trying to take me down, then the content that you make might be fucking useful, but as it is, it's shite, because they spend more time being bitter and moaning about me and other people. Imagine being that way. I don't get it. I'd never be so fucking hateful towards anybody, because I just couldn't give a shit. Maybe I'm too selfish. I don't give a fuck about people enough to hate them that much. And De Gea is incredible, but I think Alisson suits our game. That much I agree, Claire. I agree 100% with you on that one. I said all summer that Alisson is the keeper that suits our system perfectly, and I wouldn't swap him for De Gea. But I think De Gea is a better goalkeeper, just not in our system. 10 minutes for the mid rolls. I don't know what that means. Is that something to do with ads? I don't know. 12 away, guys. Can we get there? We've got 12 subs to go until we hit 6,400, and call that our Christmas present. So if you're watching, please do hit that subscribe button and help us get to 6,400. And what else have we got? The Cube. Oh, Shaqiri, yes. Can't wait to see City win the league in May. You won't be seeing it happen, Lenny, so sorry, you're going to have a sad May, mate, if that's what you're wanting, but whatever, I'll leave it with you. They can't even fill their fucking stadium. I mean, how pathetic is that? Merry Christmas, said Luke. What young player they're improving? No, don't know what it is. If we can get to 57 points in the next 5 games. Sorry, I'll say that again, got cool, because I ruined it for you. If we can get to 57 points in the next 3 games, it would be awesome. We would be done with Arsenal and City as well. If we win against Newcastle, it means we're on target to do 102 points, I think, which is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, I'm not saying we're going to do that, but that shows you how competitive this league is, that we're having to do this type of ridiculous numbers to stay top of the league. What else we got? Merry Christmas, said a few other people. All Black is the best in the world, said Kieran. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic keeper. I'm not going to come on here and say anything negative about Jan Oblak. But I don't think he's the best in the world. But look, every stuff like this is, of course, dependent on each other's tastes. And if you think Jan Oblak's the best keeper in the world, then who the fuck am I to tell you otherwise? Who are your favourite music artists? Jay-Z. I'm a massive Jay-Z fan. Garth Brooks, which is a bit fucking weird, I know. Who else have I gone to see music-wise? Oh, I'm more of a stand-up comedy person, Jason. I'm a big stand-up comedy geek. So music, I listen to a bit of everything. I'm fairly easy when it comes to music. I love Oasis. Grew up listening to Oasis. Been to see Oasis maybe 8 times. But yeah, stand-up comedy is my thing. When I'm not on here, if I have some spare time, I usually try and get tickets to a stand-up show. Or if I'm going out with the missus, that's where we go. I want Klopp to buy a world-class midfielder. Well, we kind of have loads of them, mate, to be fair. Are you honestly saying you want Klopp to sign a world-class midfielder, and the example that you use, Christoph, is Paul fucking Pogba? Come on. Paul Pogba wouldn't get into our 11. Not the way he's playing at the minute. That's madness. Honestly, mate, I massively disagree. Modric is past it. He's fantastic and deserved his Ballon d'Or. But he's only going to go one way, and that's downhill. Kante, fantastic footballer, wonderful human being, never say a bad word about him. But come on, Pogba, seriously? I'd much rather have Naby Keita in our team than buy Paul Pogba. Looking at that dabbing fool sulking and going around playing 1 game in 3, nah, not for me, pal. The Etihad was more empty than Goodison when the bidders were 5-2 down. Pogba's good with the right manager. He's only been good once so far in his career, and that was at Juventus under Allegri. Ever since then, he hasn't proven it, so he's a lot to prove in his fucking career, Paul Pogba. And there's no doubt he has the talent. I mean, he's a fantastic athlete. He's got everything in his locker, but he has to put it together on a consistent basis, which he hasn't been able to do yet. Craig, realistically, who would you buy in January? Nobody, mate, is the honest answer. I wouldn't buy anybody. I would like to get a deal done for Pulisic in the summer. If the Fekir thing came up, yeah, go ahead and get him in January, but I don't think we're going to get anyone. I think we might do a deal for the summer, but that'll be it. Luke, no need to apologise, pal. No need to apologise at all. Thoughts on Eddie Murphy? Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Eddie Murphy Raw is one of the best stand-up comedy performances ever. Goes there in the legends with Richard Pryor, Bill Hicks. I mean, yeah, you have to. I know if you watch Eddie Murphy back now, a lot of it seems homophobic, and I get that, but you know, you can't judge people on something back then, now, what they said, because society was different. That's my thoughts on that. But Eddie Murphy's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Steve Martin was actually a brilliant stand-up comic. Robin Williams, an amazing stand-up comic. Now at the minute, Kevin Bridges is one of my favourite stand-up comics. I absolutely love him. Myself and Sabrina are going to see Reginald D. Hunter for the 4th time in June next year. We've been to see Chris Rock. We've been to see, who else have we been to see recently? We've been to see, what's the guy's name? Jim Jeffries twice. We've been to see Louis C.K. a couple of times. Who else have we gone to see in the last year? We've gone to a lot of shows in the last year. Music is Pearl Jam, said Claire. Give it a listen. Oh, I know who Pearl Jam is. Not my cup of tea, but I know who they are. Kev, how are you? Kev's just managed to get in. Ships are busy tonight. Great to have you on, Kev. You got in for the last 10 minutes, pal. Tommy Wammy, happy Christmas to you, pal. Okay, where are we? Let me just check, see if I missed any super chats before I head off. So 1 second, I need to get the screen open. No, I didn't. I'm good. I'm all good. So I don't know anybody anything, so great on that one. Eddie Murphy and Coming to America, brilliant. Queen, yeah, brilliant. It's called McDowell's. I would get De Ligt and Ousmane Dembele. It's not going to happen. De Ligt's going to Barcelona, and Dembele is probably going to stay where he is. I honestly think some people think we live in cloud cuckoo land, where we can just produce the 100. What would it take to get them to 200 million plus, probably, to get the two players you're talking of? And there's no fucking way we're going out there in January to spend 200 million on De Ligt and Ousmane Dembele. Just seeing Chris Ramsey at the Carnegie Theatre on 16th of December. Excellent. My wife thinks he's very funny, Joanne. I haven't seen enough of Chris Ramsey, but my wife thinks he's really funny. What else have we got? My dad and I are going to see Tommy Tiernan. That should be good fun. This might sound really weird, Luke. I don't like sober Tommy Tiernan as much as I did the old Tommy Tiernan, and that's probably so wrong of me to say. I just think he was funnier. Eddie Izzard, best stand-up I've seen, said Claire. Eddie Izzard Glorious is a fantastic stand-up show. Claire, I have that on DVD downstairs. If you guys want to watch some really good old school comedy, I watched it earlier today actually. The Original Kings of Comedy. It's at the time it was the biggest selling comedy tour in the world. It's Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hewley, Bernie Mac, and Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey. Absolutely brilliant. 1 hour and 13 minutes of comedy gold. It's out there somewhere if you want to search, or you can get it quite cheap. The Original Kings of Comedy, absolutely amazing. Richard Pryor is brilliant. Jason, absolutely brilliant. Did you meet any of the Liverpool players or Klopp face to face? Yes, I have. I have met. I'm trying to go back and look at my phone now. I've met Robbie Fowler. I've met Dietmar Hamann. I've met Jamie Carragher. I've met Luis Garcia. I've met Vladimir Smitser. I have met, who else was at that particular game? I've met Djibril Cissé, John Aldridge. Who else have I met? I haven't met Stevie G. I haven't met Jurgen Klopp. I met Rafael Benitez because he did a show in Dublin. Never met Kenny Dalglish. I'm sure there's probably one or two more that I've met, but not that I can think of. I'm trying to find a photo on my phone. I have a photo here of when we met. Ah, there it is. There you go. We met Vladimir Smitser, Djibril Cissé, Luis Garcia, and Dietmar Hamann, because we did some work. Oh, look at me gone all blurry. Let me just fix this, sorry. Oh, camera's gone all blurry. Fucking hell. Hopefully that fixes it. There we go. Sorry, fixed. Yeah, we did some work for 5 times, and we got to meet the guys, which was great to see. Apologies on the camera gone blurry there. That just goes to show you how fucking sensitive these things are. Would you rest Salah against Newcastle? Not for that one, Danny. I did do a team earlier on, mate, where I have rested Mane and Firmino, and Salah was the only one of the front three that I had in. But again, if he was rested, I'd have no problem with it. Merry Christmas, Craig, and great Christmas. I might be able to do the Boxing Day watch along. Hopefully you can join us for that one. How will we replace Milner? God knows, Christoph. God knows, because he is just an unbelievable player. Guys, look, it is almost 11:30, so I'm going to head off in a second. But before I do, again, just want to take another moment to say thank you so much for everything this year. I might not get to speak to some of you until the new year. Some of you I might see on Boxing Day for the Newcastle game. But on that, it's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to get to know you all, to chat to you all, to have fun with you. So thank you for your support, whether it's been just watching videos, super chats, whatever it's been, emails, messages. All your support is amazing, and the channel wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be grown without you, amazing guys. So, and girls, of course. Sorry. So thank you to every single one of you. I hope you've got a wonderful Christmas ahead. Look after your families, as I always say. Love each other. Be kind. Enjoy yourselves and have fun and act like kids and giggle and laugh till you piss yourself and just do all those fun things that you're supposed to do and eat too much. And but honestly, thank you so much for everything. It's been brilliant, and I look forward to chatting with you all really soon. So until then, Merry Christmas and up the motherfucking Reds.